Who could I trust? Shit, I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. Who could I trust? Shit, I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. I counted on you and you flaked on me. I told you I love you, you hated on me. I was just grinding into the money, laughing at niggas, you niggas funny. But play no games with me, know I bang, nigga. Yeah, I changed, but the same nigga, and I'm still rocking with my A1s. All black, 5th Akon. Tank top, yeah, I bear arms. Grizzly with it, I'm in bare form. Born and raised in the Cub City. Self-made like Frank Nitty, untouchable. Now that's Al Capone, I gotta keep it on me, that's my ride along. Flow colder than the Ice Cube. I'm a young nigga with an attitude. Bad bitch, hair silky smooth. Remy weed, she like it pulled too. And I chuck the deuces when I pull through. Chain hanging off the neck like a noose. Dropping bombs on them, nigga, this a new. You a dick riding, I don't follow suits. I got different ties. Never fold like a bow tie, huh? I'm talking 4 ties, how I ride. I don't spare guys. Damn, they thought it was a mannequin challenge. These niggas froze when they saw I. Rolls Royce, I want it all gold on 24s and call that bitch Kobe. Rolex watch with no diamonds in it, that's perfect time and I'm shining. Who could I trust? Shit, I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. Who could I trust? Shit, I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes.
Peace, everyone. Welcome to the Late Show. I am Knowledge, and I got Dom with me tonight, and the link is right there at the top of the chat if you want to join in on the show. I hope y'all like the intro and a little bit of music I had going. You know, I had to make sure I get everybody in here properly. What's up, Dom? How you doing this evening?
Hey, can you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I said, how you doing this evening, man?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. Thanks for asking. Yourself?
Man, I'm doing well. I can't complain.
Even if you did, I would hear you out still.
Yeah. So I said, let's go ahead and go live tonight. Can everybody hear me clearly? In the chat. Yo, Raul, go ahead and come up, man. I know you just put in 6 hours, man. Time to put in some more, man. You know how we do. So, what's been up, Don?
Myself, I've been working the last couple of weeks, roughing in a big house. I'm an electrician by trade.
I had the day off. So, you know, I said, let me go ahead and go live. I was actually off yesterday also. There you go. Raul in the building. What's up, Raul?
Yeah, man, you feel me? I was just, getting ready, switching up my device right quick for sure. You know, I would definitely come through.
Yeah, you know, I
Definitely.
had to get everything set it up and everything, you know, get the intro going.
Yeah.
So, Don, you say you're an electrician, man. What type of electrician are you?
Residential, commercial.
Oh, okay. Is it a bit arduous?
I've done it for so many years. Not really.
It's like second nature, right? It's like
unfortunately, sometimes I go to sleep thinking of it.
You know, it be like that. It be like that.
Yeah.
So, what's the most complicated thing you done did with being in that field?
Probably a couple of years ago, there was we're doing a big house, outside of doing like major commercial electrical rooms. A lot of low voltage stuff now. Everything relays back to a panel, and it's all low voltage, controlling all the switches. It's just cumbersome.
I can imagine. Especially, man, you don't want nothing to short circuit or go wrong, knock everybody's lights out.
That's best case scenario. That's easy to solve that. It's just having all that other stuff in your head, and then of course you have to do everything with data and all that. It's just I'm old schooler, so
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel you. So, what you been up to, Raul, man? How's it been going? I seen you was playing Huey P videos earlier, man. I didn't really get a chance to see too much of what you were doing, man. I had some things going on, but I said I wanted to hop up on your panel, because I was thinking about going live, and I actually did go live, and I seen you even had Yahweh up there, man. So if you can, man, just give me a little brief rundown of what you was talking about tonight.
Well, it's like I always do with my shows, and then I be playing the videos, and give my commentary. You feel me? Add my 1, 2, while I let the video do what it do. And he so happened to be on the Yahweh was happened to be on the one that we was looking at. You feel me? And he and Job used to clash a lot. You feel me?
Yeah,
So I was talking about, you feel me, I was using his energy, and the reason why he clashed with people, as a way to let to even tap back, what I'm saying, on how even myself I used to clash with people back then.
yeah,
But
yeah. That
you
dude,
know
that
uh,
dude has a lot of energy, man. He has a lot of charisma, and he'll keep going.
yeah, that's what I was basically telling my guy. You feel me? He will keep going. He won't give up. He won't quit. You know what I'm saying? And he will definitely throw a jab, until you finally get it. You know what I'm saying? So and let you know that you don't started something that you do not want to finish. You don't
Yeah,
got yourself into something that you don't know what you got yourself into. He's one of the best example of that. That a lot of time people saying if certain shit was a person, well, if don't know what you're getting yourself into was a person, that would be Yahweh right there. you know
yeah,
but like I said, so I was, as I was talking about him, and I was saying that, oh damn, it's crazy. I haven't seen this brother on the YouTube street. I'm wondering where he at now, what he's doing. And mine's eyes, put in the chat that, oh, he's still on the YouTube street. I was like, okay, so drop me his link. You feel me? So I can go ahead and sub to him, and hopefully I'll catch him on one of his live.
that's
And
how he
that's what.
found your channel. Because I was gonna ask you how did he find your channel and end up on the panel. I was curious about that.
Yeah, it's because I subscribed to him. Soon as my I put the, he's making the chat, and then he end up, he follow, he get the notification, and click on my channel, and I was so happy to be live at that time, so he just hopped on.
Okay, okay. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That's crazy, man. How he was able to come up that fast. Okay, look who we got. We got an OG in the building. OG Copper Tone.
Hmm.
What's up, Copper Tone? How you doing, man?
What's going on to Latrell, aka Cabatone,
I be
with
calling him
the
Old.
Imagine tone.
No, I guess he's still getting his mic together. But yeah, man. What Huey P video you was watching, man? I'm curious.
It was the one that said that who won the race? Is it white or is it black people? You feel me? That's the one I was watching. You feel me? And cause prior to that, I was basically talking about that a little bit to how we if you know or remember who you are, then this this shit is not really about race. You feel me? Cause you already won the race. You feel me? Which and all them other cells, you feel me, that was racing you trying to get to the egg is one with you. They turn into different cells in your body, you know. So after I give my little spill, you feel me, my little 1, 2, I let the video play, and also I was doing the commentary on the video also.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the video I play. I like,
Nah,
I'll be doing that a lot. I'll be going and
that's
find videos.
because it helps people like I guess get exposed to the video, the ones that haven't really seen it, and then doing commentary just makes it that much better because you're revisiting it.
For sure. This is like, people talking about you can't go back to the past. You can't, that's time traveling for me. And I'm gonna do that, with all the channels too. Even at the end of the day, I don't gotta be in this video for me to replay them. As long as I, remember,
See,
the
that's
time
me too,
frame.
man. That's me too. I'm the same way.
Yeah,
And I've been wanting to do commentary too, man. I think I might do some commentary videos, but not do them live. Like I guess do them and then upload them. That'd be kind of dope. Because I
yeah.
know, like one time, I did the video where it was on Sinetta TV. He was having a debate coming up, right? And it was
Hmm.
about who was the serpent? Was the devil the serpent in the garden, or something of that nature? And, I had my 2 cents. And, I know I wasn't gonna be heard, man. That dude have like 1,000 people watching. So I said I took it upon myself to do a video, and I couldn't do commentary because it looked like he might have wanted to do that. You know how they do it, like privately, or you gotta pay to watch the debate and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I just did a live talking about it, and I actually took more time talking about it than I thought I was gonna do. I actually took uh, 2 hours talking about the video, and you know what I'm saying, breaking down what I thought, what it was, and how I thought it was a senseless debate, a pointless debate. But anybody can turn anything into a debate.
Yeah, debate, is another form of, even though debate is really thought provoking, but debate is another way of learning things the hard way. You can learn things the easy way or the hard way. So debating, is a way of learning things the hard way. But you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn that you didn't really know what you was talking about, or you shouldn't go against what you went against, or you was right.
Yep,
So either way, you're gonna learn something. You know.
yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. Dom, I see you, man. You going ham in the chat, man. If you don't mind, go ahead and build on what you are typing about, brother. I love to hear your sentiments, and I'm pretty sure the audience will love to hear you bolivate a little bit besides typing.
I get inspired when I hear you guys use certain words. So, what do we really classify it as the race, human race? I get it. We can, you know, classify them, but I thought we were all one race. But I get it. Whether it's the color of our skin or in different countries, that's where people categorize them. More of a question on my part, actually, at that point.
Yeah, yeah, like you said, we are the human race, but with society and how it is now, they break us down into different types of groups of people, and you know how that go. I'm
That's
white,
the
you black,
divide
you
and conquer.
Chinese, you Asian, you green, you orange, you brown, I'm red. You know how that go, man.
Mhm. Divide and conquer.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
to
do
me
that.
the race is consciousness, or is about consciousness. You know, that's why it start with the sperm, right? And the race is one race. Whether we think it's a human race, is a consciousness race, is a
But
awareness.
what you saying as a race? Can we categorize that as a different ideal race? Because we're talking about a human race. Can't that be two different things? I get what you're saying. It's one and the same. I mean, but can we call a sperm cell a human? Technically, it's still a sperm becoming a human, right? So, can we categorize a sperm cell or egg as a human when it hasn't even evolved into that yet?
Is in
Now,
a sperm?
now that's a good question for all of us on the panel. I like to hear
Is it
Dom's.
is it is in a sperm a human sperm?
Yes, but it's not categorized as a human. It's not a human yet.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it's a human sperm, like a apple seed, right? It's still an apple because it's an apple seed,
Well,
right?
it'd be technically categorized as a seed becoming an apple.
Mhm.
Right, but it's still an apple seed, right? The seed gotta have some type of identity, because if it doesn't have an identity, then it's uh subjugate to be any type of seed, right? So it gotta be under some type of seed, which is the apple seed. So it's the same thing with a human sperm, right? Right? It's still a human being sperm. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. The sperm haven't, yet become a human being, right?
It really has no identity besides it's a sperm.
Well, okay,
It's not male or female. It's just sperm to
so
actually makes it to
so
live.
it so is a lion sperm
Okay, so
the same?
think of it in this sense. If you was ejaculating, all right, and and then you bust, would you call that a human, right? Because you'll wipe yourself off and disregard it, right? So that means we just killed some humans, according to
Exactly. Technically, it is. Well, legally, right? Scientifically, right, is not, right? But technically, it is. Because at the end of the day, if we're going to say everything is energy and all these energy is all, then we know that, whether it was a human being, a sperm, or consciousness, or just your body is still energy. So again, I hear what you're saying, and I definitely agree. Under certain terminology, it doesn't consider to be a human being, but in some aspect, it has to consider that because, like I said,
it becomes a human being, just like a seed, right? I mean,
right, a seed become a tree.
you eat an apple seed and say you ate an apple seed, but technically you just ate a seed and you didn't eat an apple.
So, okay, let me ask you a question, so you see where I'm coming from.
Hold on. We gonna revisit. We're gonna come back to you. I want to hear what Dom and Coppertone has to say about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm with you, Ko. It's a seed, and it can become something, and some we can categorize as an apple or an orange. Same with the sperm. You can manipulate it before it comes to fruition, and it could be something else. But I get it. We're using words, and when we start calling it an apple, that's its categorization. No different when we use the word seed. But again, we're talking about the human part. Naga brought in consciousness. That's something else now.
Yeah,
This is why we have our
but see,
species
a
called.
sperm has no consciousness.
I'm with you on that. But when you use the word human being, then we're combining, you're categorizing two things. It's like being called a light skinned male. Those are two different categorization put together.
Yeah,
You're both a male and your
identify
color of your
one
skin.
thing. To identify one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can still break them down. And that's what you're doing with the seed. And then we can call it an apple seed. But it would have to become something before we can really say it's an apple seed. Did it come from an apple? Yes. We didn't say it come from an apple seed. It came from an apple. And again, it's just language. It's how we use it, and how you use it in its order will give you a direction.
So, what's your take on that, Coppertone? We can't hear you, Coppertone. Sound like I heard him moving around something, but I didn't hear him say anything. Try again,
Yeah,
Latrell.
he's unmuted, but there is no tone coming out.
It would have said something was wrong with his mic if he couldn't do it. Well, let's go back to you then. Let's go back to you, Ro.
Yeah, what I was saying is that is is a seed that come from an apple is the same as a seed that come from an orange. If not, how do we differentiate the two?
The size of the seed. They're two different sizes. I mean, they are analogous because they're seeds, but they look different. That's how we can categorize them.
Yeah, but I'm talking about by name though. By name, right? We have to be able to differentiate the two by name. Let us get a mic check, Caboton.
Capitone. I don't know how
Give
you
us
do.
a mic check. But still having trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you differentiate the two? If it by name, right? Yeah, I understand by
And by
size.
look. And by look. Also by look also.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying by name, how do you differentiate the two? For example, my name is right here, right now. My name Naga on the show,
Yeah.
and Dominico, and right, and you. So how do people differentiate who's talking, right, by names?
And by our voice also. And
Right,
avatar.
right. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, every aspect is a form of identification, but with the name, we should be able to do that. We still can't hear you, Coppertone. Mic check.
Dang, I love to hear his sentiments, man, but he can't. He's not coming through right now.
Yeah, I want to hear what you got to say too.
I know, right? I love to hear what he got to say.
Yeah, Copperton is interested.
All
Yeah.
right, microphone check. Here we
Oh, there
go.
you go. There you
There
go.
we
Now we
go.
can hear you.
All right. I, okay, okay. The seed is whatever it is, so it's got to be an apple seed. But it's life because that's the first place the demon, like that wasted seed, where like it's better to shoot off in a whore or whatever than to masturbation. Like you leave the semen, the the seeds wasted for demons. You know what I'm saying? To attach. So like all those wet dreams, like that's a water spirit and shit. Like I'm tapping into it lightly, but look at the demons are tormented, but demons is in digital technology because look at the torrents that like was used to like download files and stuff like that. So it's life. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Okay, so I want you to answer this question then.
Oh, what question? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my,
I mean, I get what you're saying. You was doing a breakdown, but I want you to answer the question. Now, can you call sperm a human, and can you call an apple seed an apple? What's your take on that?
It's
yes,
cool.
yes, yes, yes. You could call a apple seed a apple because what was made first.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
So it's in the Bible that it's like an allegory or reference that man could count like the fruit on the tree, but man only God could count how many apples are in that seed. Hmm? That seed is going to
That seed, like
produce.
I said, that seed. So that seed is not an apple yet.
But it's that.
Technically, it has to become a tree, and then a tree fruits, and then the tree produces apples. It's the same thing with a human, right? The sperm has to reach an egg, and when it reaches the egg, it yeah, I guess you can call it a form of mutation or whatever technical term is called, and then it becomes an actual human, right? That we don't start off as humans; we start off as sperm.
Yeah, but it's still if demons that are
Like when you say demons, what do you mean? In like,
demons like demon possessed demons, look, they got to get into, they can't come, it's against, law for demons to come on earth, so they hit us through the temptations and all that. But I found out that masturbation is perversion at its fucking worst, because that wasted semen rhymes and has the same cadence with demon. They attach to the sperm. And like those wet dreams and stuff that we have, like that's a marine spirit. But that seed, it's a species of whatever it come from. So an apple seed is an apple seed. It
It-
can't
it's,
produce.
it's, it's simply that. It's not an apple yet, though, right? We can agree on that.
Yeah. Let's go.
No, no, okay. So you agree with me doing that? So we can't call so we can't call sperm or semen human then.
We
This
we can't call it. We can't
this
call
is
them.
an interesting topic, you know. Let me.
Look, we can't
Let's
call
go
them.
back to the road. Then I guess we can go back to Dom.
Look, separately. You can't call a apple seed an apple, but you know it is an apple seed. So it's both an apple and a seed. So it cannot be a seed. I mean, an apple, unless until it becomes at the apple, until it go through the process of becoming an apple. But it's still an apple seed, right? So again, separately on its own, we cannot call it, right.
Nah, I think it's still
Apple.
still an apple, because look, what's in, do they make seedless apples yet? Because the seeds is in the middle, so it makes so many seeds that like that hit and miss for a life. Know what I'm saying? But shit.
I agree with you that it's still an apple.
Let's ask everyone in the chat. Everyone in the chat that's tuning in. Do y'all think a seed, like let's say an apple seed, right? Everybody that's watching in the chat that's commenting right now, do y'all believe an apple seed is an apple, or do y'all believe an apple seed becomes an apple? Because if it becomes an apple, it's not an apple in the first place, right? It starts off as something else, and that would be analogous to sperm becoming human. What's y'all
Well,
sentiments in the?
well, not necessarily, because we don't see becoming don't mean that it's something different. For example, we don't see an
It does.
apple
It does
become.
in a sense. I mean, because
Let me show
sperm
you.
can't walk and talk.
Let
An
me show
apple
you what I
seed
mean by that.
does not have taste to it, right? It
Let
doesn't
me
taste
show.
like
Let
an
me show
apple.
you what I mean by that. Let me show
Man,
you what I
you
mean by
break
that.
down be
For
coming, huh?
example,
Be
for example,
coming.
we don't see an
Look what Dom
apple
said. Look what Dom said in the chat,
has the potential to become a fruit from a seed. Has,
right?
but look,
So that means not every seed becomes an apple. So every seed can't be an apple.
listen to
Hey,
what I'm saying
shout
though.
out to everybody that's tuning in. Welcome to Knowledge Uprising. Welcome to the Late Show. Right now we're discussing is an apple seed an apple? And
And don't forget to hit the like button when you're coming in.
Look
yeah.
at potential has POT. That's pot, huh? It's in the pot, so it
So
has potential,
I
huh?
like the way
Let's go.
I like the way Dom worded that also. It
But
has
look though, listen to what I'm saying though, knowledge.
go ahead, brother.
Uh, we don't see an apple become an orange. It which shows me that anything that becomes something was already that, right? It has to be an apple in order to become an apple, because like I said, we don't see oranges become apple, or we don't see mangoes become oranges, right? So we don't see something turn into something different. So we just see things develop a different perspective of the same thing, a different aspect of the same thing. This is why I said that it's an apple seed. Just like our a sperm, we're able to differentiate an animal sperm from a human being sperm because we know that's a human being sperm and that's an animal sperm.
Hey, it's a trilogy. Look, it's just past, present, and future, huh? Let's go, huh?
Okay, so with that being said, let's make this correlation then, right? The connection between the egg and the chicken, because it's always been a discussion what comes first, the chicken or the egg. So technically, they categorize the egg and chicken as two different things. So it's the same thing, right? Because people always ask, what came first, the egg or the chicken? So it'd be kind of the same thing. What came first, the seed or the apple? So it shows an egg becomes can hatch,
Well, that chicken came first because chickens
right?
is man made, huh?
Oh,
So
okay. So
shit,
so
the
so so
chicken
now
came
listen.
first.
So listen, it's the same thing, right? So the egg can't be a chicken, right? But the egg can hatch into a chicken. You see it?
No,
It's the
listen,
same.
I don't agree to that. I don't agree to that because it's silly to ask to me to ask
Hey, let's go to
to
Dom.
ask
Dom,
which
what you
one
think,
come
man?
first.
We're gonna get right back to you, Raul. Dom, what you think, man?
Well, what comes before the egg and the chicken is actually the word that you're using to describe it. Most people get caught in the dumbed down version of making the association. Do you see the glass half full, half empty? I don't see the word that I speak. That's beyond that. And again, that's what people call evil. When you bring it down to the senses. So when you see the chicken or the egg, that's the dumbed down version. It's when you start thinking, well, where did the thought come from? Categorizing things after, this is what people do, they categorize the material, and I don't give a shit what language they're going to use and how you play with words. Again, it's where do you see thoughts when you speak them, let alone when you receive them. So it's beyond the chicken and the egg. So when we categorize things, an apple seed, a seed that comes from an apple, that's the categorization that I was talking about earlier. That's the indoctrination again, guys. I
So
can spin
look,
it.
okay, okay. With the indoctrination, that's education. But look at category; it's all cataloged, huh? Let's
Yep,
go, huh?
yep.
Huh?
I'm with you.
Right? Well, that play on words, but what I'm seeing more and more, those words cast spells, but those words, how they have meanings, like, all right, like terror. Terror is the earth, but it's terrorist. You know what I'm saying? That
Terraforming.
reigns terror. You know what I'm saying?
Terraforming.
At the same time,
But but but,
as you're
but
used,
terrorists and terror are two different things by definition.
Well,
You
but
make a comparison,
the play
like
on words,
the way the
because
word
look,
sound because of terror.
they
You
just
can't say
change a few letters and shit,
terrorist.
but
You know, it's
terror.
different things.
It's still spelled with like that same T, terror,
I agree
but
with what Capitone is saying. Listen though, I agree with what he's saying to some extent. But listen, when we're talking about the chicken and the egg, to me, I think it's kind of funny the way we're trying to separate one from the other when we know that a egg turned into a chicken, and we know that a chicken. I mean, we
no,
know that.
no.
Hold on. We know that
Okay,
a
go, my
egg
bad.
came from a chicken, and we know that the egg turned into a chicken, right? So we know that the eggs came from a chicken, but we also know that the same egg turned into a chicken, right? So it's kind of, to me, I think it's kind of funny to try to say which one come first. If we know it's the same thing, we know that the egg
We
going to turn into a chicken, and we know that a chicken going, how you say, well,
They're
the
gonna
egg
lay
come from the chicken. Go, we know that the chicken going to lay an egg, and we know that that
but
egg
look,
going to turn into a
but
chicken.
here's another
That
thing though.
chicken was put together though. That chicken was
But listen, not
man made,
necessarily though.
domesticated, was
Here's
put
what
together.
something else.
So that chicken came first. We know this now. Huh?
Now, yeah,
Let's go.
but here's something else though, right? The egg has to be fertilized in order for it to hatch into a chicken. Other than that, it's going to be regular eggs and it's going to spoil, right?
I always wonder about that. Yeah, I never asked, but
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
like
So a rooster has to have sex with a hen for it to actually fertilize the egg to actually for the egg to lay an egg.
germinate and shit, right?
There you go, right?
Germinate. Yeah, all that. Okay, charge it up, right? A
Yeah,
charge.
right. Other than that,
Oh yeah.
it's just gonna be a
Or
regular egg.
it's
You can eat it before it spoils, right?
so the eggs we eat are just blanks. Just
Yeah,
like okay,
because I
beans.
believe a chicken that lays eggs like every other day or daily, but they have
That's
to
witchcraft, man. But
but you know the egg,
damn,
but you know the but yeah, so you know
that's
the chicken
witchcraft for
has
real. That's fucked
the
up.
egg has to be fertilized for it to actually hatch a chicken. You
Okay,
know,
but look at beans. I love beans, but beans ain't nothing but the plant sexual organs, nuts and ovaries. But let's go, huh? They don't, but man, all this is witchcraft, man. Let's go, huh?
Hey, Capital is going crazy. He's going in, but listen though, like you say, knowledge. Uh, the eggs have to be fertilized to turn into a chicken, and the chicken have to be fertilized to lay the egg. So either way, fertilization come into play. So
no,
if
no,
anything comes first,
the chicken doesn't have to be fertilized and lay an egg. A hen
Man,
can lay
yeah,
that
an
the
egg.
chicken,
is
yeah,
Yeah,
demonic.
from the
it's
male.
not like a lizard.
That's demonic,
Like
man.
if you look
Uh huh.
at a bearded dragon, it lays eggs, but sometimes or most of the time, if it hasn't have any fertilization, it's just gonna lay eggs and they're gonna be blank eggs, just like
See that?
eggs.
Just like in the Bible. See,
It's just
it's
gonna
better
be egg.
to lay that
And
semen in a
so
whore.
so
My bad, bro. My
chicken
bad.
or the bearded dragon necessarily doesn't have to be fertilized to lay an egg. It can lay an egg with any given moment. And it's a lot of
It's
that.
like snakes. It's like snakes, right? Snake
Yeah,
don't have to be fertilized to lay eggs, but we're talking
yeah,
about a chicken.
but it has to be fertilized for a snake to come from the egg.
But we're talking about but we're talking about chicken though. We know that
And it's
without the
the same thing
rooster,
with a chicken. A
Man,
chicken
that chicken got life juice that
without
is
that rooster,
charged up
man.
for life. Huh?
for,
Let's go.
for another chicken to come from that egg, it has to be a fertilized egg. Chickens can lay
Without
eggs
without
all day, but that doesn't mean the egg is fertilized.
without that rooster, the chicken ain't going to lay no eggs. I've raised
No,
chicken
no,
before.
no, it's gonna lay eggs regardless. No,
Nah, I've raised chicken before. It don't happen.
What you raise
it
chickens for?
does happen. Look it up. It depends on how
Witchcraft?
many you got.
What you
Yeah. Hey,
Look,
what you
listen.
raise chickens for,
I'm telling you,
bro?
bro. You can
Listen,
look it up.
listen, knowledge to the chicken that Carberton is talking about, the chicken that man made, yeah, right? They
No,
don't need no rooster to lay
that's
egg.
not a chicken to lay eggs, bro. You can look it up. I'm
No,
not
I'm
letting you.
telling you, I agree with you, but it's only the chicken that man made.
No, it's
The,
not a man-made chicken. It's just a regular chicken, bro. Regular chicken
no,
can lay eggs.
I man,
Look at man.
a
Look it up.
natural chicken is just like birds. It's like a bird,
Hell
and that
yeah, a
natural chicken.
dinosaur.
No, no. So
Everything that flies
in
is an
order for it to
ancient
raise fertilized
dinosaur.
eggs, it has to come in
But
contact with the rooster. Other than that, they just gonna lay eggs, bro. Why
I'm
you think
telling
they got
you,
so
I'm
many
telling
eggs
you
in
knowledge.
stores?
I've
Listen,
raised chicken
why you
before.
think they
I've
got so
raised
many eggs in stores? And before even man even touched chicken, it was laying eggs.
listen, knowledge.
yeah, but the chicken. Oh,
The chicken
go
that you're
ahead, bro.
talking about is the food that they give the chicken is fertilized food. So the food, able to make the chicken lay eggs. I'm telling you, when it comes to natural chickens, you it need a rooster to lay eggs. My grandfather was farmers in the Caribbean. We don't have that shit. We have that big chicken that come from other countries in the Caribbean, and we raise both of them and able
So
to know the
that's the
difference.
hormones
No,
in the
man,
food. Then,
I
if
disagree with
they
that. I
put
disagree with that because I done seen it
life
just like you
in
done
the
seen it happen.
food,
I done seen it happen. Hens, because they call hens, with female chicken is called a hen. A hen can lay a egg at any given time. When they scared, they'll pop out an egg.
so
Man,
is
I'm
that
telling you,
natural
natural chicken.
or is that
Listen,
like he
the
said?
reason
If
why you're talking like that, knowledge.
Hey, look, I'm about to look it up now. I'm about to look
No,
this up.
listen, man. The reason why you're talking like that, you probably never seen a real chicken. I'm
I
telling
have.
you.
I've seen hens. I've seen them with my own eyes lay eggs.
No, or real. Listen, just like the domesticated dog is not a natural dog. It's a dog that been bred to be that type of dog. So I'm telling you, a natural chicken is a chicken, right? That's not is like a bird. It literally look like a
Look,
bird.
look, look
It's
at this.
small.
African fowl, right?
Look at
A
this.
African
Look at this. Look at
fowl.
this.
They say
Hens
they
can lay eggs.
hold on. They
Y'all
say
ever seen
that
eggs
that
before?
the
I had eggs.
chicken
And this is not man-made. It's because
It
the
is
eggs
man
are not
made,
made.
bro.
that
It's
chicken is
man
man
made.
made
It's not man-made. It is not
with a
man-made.
buzzard and a African fowl. Because look, the African fowl meat was too tough and thin and all,
You know,
but
they
that
bro, I'm
white
trying to tell
meat,
you, bro,
that
that
love for that
I
different, that white
get
and
what
dark
you're
meat,
saying, but I cannot agree with that because I done
that
seen it.
buzzard has tasted every meat, every type of meat. So it's in they they bred it. Look, to beefing up the African fowl, because that African fowl looks like the chicken but just thin and look like he on dope.
That's what I'm
But
talking about, Caboton.
yeah,
That's the chicken I'm talking about. It's a
yeah,
fowl. And it's
yeah,
not
the African
African, bro.
fowl. The
And it,
fowl is a bird,
Yeah,
like you
a
saying.
fowl is just a
yeah.
bird in general. That's another word to call it a bird. But at the end of the day, it's probably a different species of chicken because there's different species of chickens.
Well,
But
that's a natural chicken, bro. It's a natural
a
chicken.
natural chicken.
So do the African fowl
Why
fly?
do y'all think the grocery store has so many eggs, bro? We got organic eggs. We got all different types of eggs. It's not because it's man made, bro. That's just the natural way of a hen, bro. They lay eggs.
Man, I'm gonna tell you how this chicken is not naturally. Listen, this
Oh my.
chicken,
Now,
listen, this
you
chicken.
can probably say the way the chicken grows nowadays to make them fatter is man made through certain things they feeding the chicken and modifying the DNA. But hens, ever since the beginning of time, bro, they lay unfertilized eggs, bro. Like
Nah,
And
I
chicken
and
is
this
not a
disagree.
organic.
proven
I,
Chicken was
fact,
not
bro.
in
That's a
the
proven
Bible.
fact, bro.
Those with doves is more realer than a chicken, man. A
But
chicken
that's a proven
is a
scientific fact.
man-made thing like the dog.
Hey, look,
So many
yeah,
breeds of
that's
dogs
literally what
was
I
made
just
in the
said.
1700s.
That's literally what I just said, Caboton. So I definitely agree. So I think knowledge, not looking at the two perspective, a domesticated dog and a
even
undomesticated dog, a natural dog, and
undomesticated chicken can still lay eggs, bro. That's what I'm. It's a hen. A hen, they naturally lay eggs, bro. You can look it up,
no, they don't. They automatically lay eggs. There's a difference between automatic and naturally.
bro. They lay eggs
Automatic
naturally.
and naturally.
Unfertilized
Hey, boy,
eggs.
they
That's what
done
they do,
fuck
bro.
with the
That's how you able to sell so many eggs, bro.
they
That's how you
done.
have eggs in abundance. That's why
That's a
people.
teenage mutant ninja
That's why
chicken,
people.
man.
Listen, no, it's
Fuck,
not, bro.
fuck a
No, it's not.
turtle.
That's why people, if you go to farms, they only have one rooster and have a bunch of hens because the hens are gonna lay eggs. The hens are gonna make money with unfertilized eggs, bro. And it's natural. It happens naturally. Like,
Hey, shout out
Man,
to
that
Yahweh.
hen is not
Yahweh is in
busting
the
off
chat,
like on that, man.
knowledge.
That hen is not a fucking stud, man.
Hey, knowledge. Yahweh is in the chat, bro. Shout out to him. He definitely came through. But yeah, man. Listen,
shout
this
out to
is
Yahweh. I don't see
the
him,
chick.
man. Tell him come on up to the panel. I don't see him in the chat.
It is. It's engine. Engine Duchawa.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yahweh.
I do not see him, bro.
To me, you don't see him. I'm looking at him in the chat right now. Engine Duchawa. But if you want Yahweh, you can come through. You know what I'm saying? And speak your piece. You know what I'm saying? Speak your mind. Express your sentiment like we all doing up here. Yeah, as you know already, this is the late show knowledge with knowledge uprising. Feel free to come up, bro. But look, bro, like I'm saying, knowledge. The chicken you're talking about, they automatically lay the eggs because of the food that they're eating, right? They feed them, so they'll automatically lay eggs. But when it comes to naturally, the fowl that we're talking about, which is not a chicken, right? It's a fowl, right?
Okay,
And
so,
these
so okay,
fowls,
so let's clarify that y'all not talking about chickens then, because chickens lay eggs naturally without being fertilized.
well, okay, I could agree with you because I'm using,
You're talking about
like you
fowls.
said.
You're talking about a different type of bird.
Yeah, you okay? You're right. Because I call it a natural chicken, but it's really a fowl. It's not a chicken. It's a fowl.
Look
So
up the etymology of poultry. Like, try to find like certain words what it is, and then you you may get somewhere. But a chicken
Okay, so let's get back to
is
the
a
alpha.
domesticated food. Pets. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
Sacrificial animals like in the days of Noah. Know what I'm saying?
man, I agree with you. With a lot of things that you're saying, man, you're on point. So yeah, automatically, man, it'll be able to, the chicken will be able to lay eggs, and automatic doesn't mean naturally, man, because nothing in nature
It is
That's
is
natural.
wrong.
automatic.
It's a natural occurrence for
It
hens.
ain't look. Okay, it is not naturally that much chicken for
Yeah, yes, it is.
for
Look,
Zaxby's,
look.
for Chick-fil-A, for Church's Chicken, for KFC, for Popeyes. It ain't
No,
that
hold on,
many
hold on.
chickens. No, it's
Let me read this.
it's got to be a bunch of artificial
Listen,
shit going on.
let me
Go
read
ahead,
this, bro.
go,
Hold
go
on.
ahead, bro. My bad, man.
Right here it says, yes, hens can lay eggs without rooster as long as they are healthy, happy, and have a safe place to live. Enough protein and calcium in their diet and time to lay eggs. Hens usually start laying eggs around 6 months old and will continue until they have laid all the eggs that they were born with. That's naturally.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening to everybody else, but yeah, again, bro, I already, clarify myself and let you know we are not talking about the same thing. I am aware and understand the difference between both. Like I said, we raised both of them in the Caribbean. You feel me? And a fowl, right, cannot lay eggs without the male, what we call a
Yeah,
rooster.
and a fowl, it tastes more like dark meat too, a little tougher.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with you. The chicken, definitely able to lay eggs without a rooster, because, again, I understand that is the food that they give them. If they would be able to give them other food, they wouldn't be able to lay eggs. I
But
know that because they give them two different foods. And even the natural chicken, even though the natural chicken fowl eat the same food, they don't lay eggs on their own. You feel me? So we know that the natural the food, the fertilized food only work with the chicken. It don't work with the fowl. It don't able to have them lay eggs on their own. Like I said, my grandparents were farmers and raised, all type of animals, donkey, horse, right, mule, right, cows, goat, right, sheep, right, you name them. My grandfather raised all this type of animals. I know.
all of them is domesticated like a motherfucker. But if this just hit me, it's gonna come a day when they're gonna shut all the seeds off, huh? Huh? It's gonna come a day when it's gonna be seedless humans, huh? just like just like the geo, just like the um bioengineered grapes and shit. Coming soon gonna be seedless humans, huh? They just gonna be popping up in plants and shit. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on with Dominic, man? He been quiet. What's going on with you, Dom?
Come on,
We
Dom,
know.
go ahead. Go ahead and chime in, brother. We
Yeah,
want to
We
hear.
know
man.
you got,
Go
you
ahead,
got
man.
bad.
I've been hearing you guys. It's
Yeah,
been a
come
lot of
on in, bro.
manipulation.
Always, you listen, Dom. Jump in the conversation, bro. You ain't got to stay quiet. Jump in.
Well, sounds usually golden, but I don't mind hearing you guys. But most animals have been manipulated in some way or another. Same with our species. It's a gradual. We're the frog in the water. So to take a point to think that animals are the way they are and how they lay eggs and all that, there's been a manipulation been done. We do it in our waters. We do it with our surroundings. So why wouldn't it be the same thing with any type of seed or grafting? So, but to prove a point, if there's a point to be proven, we haven't lived long enough to confirm it one way or the other.
Well, me personally, man, I'm not the type, first of all, I wasn't born in a civilized world, right? I did, but I wasn't born in a hospital to say, right?
Why can't I
And,
see y'all way in the chat, man? This is really odd. You say he in the
but
chat. I don't see him.
yeah, it's crazy because I see him on my phone, but I don't see him on my computer too. Because I'm watching the show on my phone, but I'm actually on my computer
So
on
Yahweh,
the
if you're
phone.
still here, try to come up to the panel, man. Because I don't. I'm serious. Like I don't see him.
Yeah, I don't see him neither. I only see him on my phone. But like I was saying, man, I'm not, I'm not a stranger to the outside world. Some people only know of the civilized world. They can't they can't comprehend or even imagine a world without civilization. I can, right? Because my grandparents had to so-called civilize themselves. They had to depend on the land. They ain't know what the fuck electricity is. They don't know what the fuck electricity is, what the fuck a TV
I
is,
wouldn't
right?
categorize that as uncivilized, bro. Like uncivilized is like barbaric, crazy. Like just me thinking of when you saying like you wasn't born civilized. You can say you wasn't born according to the ethical way of living in America.
You that
I would,
civilized,
I
man.
would, yeah, y'all were civilized. Y'all had ways of doing things. You just wasn't born according to the way people do things in other countries. You know.
But that's not
Natural,
what
man.
civilized
Just say
means, though.
natural, man.
I wouldn't call it
He
uncivilized.
triggered bad, man. He is civilized bad. He's like, what
But
Yeah,
that's
don't
not
say
what
y'all were
uncivilized shit.
civilized.
I was born in a hospital.
that's not
I
what
know.
civilized is.
I had all the best TVs and shit. Let's go.
Knowledge. That's
No,
not what
let's go.
civilized is, though. Civilized have its own definition, just like you went in for this other word. Civilized have its own definition, what it means. Just because you have a way, if that was the case, a lot of people wouldn't be called primitive right now. Right now, you have people being called primitive because people are choose to live outside of what we call the civilized world, and these people are being called primitive. So again, that just because you have a way of doing things don't mean that you're civilized.
But
Technically, it's
I wouldn't
supposed
say
to.
y'all were uncivilized. Y'all wasn't going out killing, eating each other, bro. Y'all way of living was different, bro. You feel me? Because poor countries. I can't call poor countries uncivilized. They still got a structure. They still got cultural development, and they still got social skills. Because if you're uncivilized, you wouldn't. There'd be a stage of unadvanced. You know what I'm saying? Social skills and cultural development. But y'all have your own culture, and y'all make with what y'all got. It's like saying the people in Monrovia, or the people in poor countries in Africa, or the people in poor countries in South America, calling them uncivilized. They still civilized according to their way of living. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's a
They're in a
That's
different
not what I'm
world,
talking about,
right?
bro.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not.
You're in a
Different
different
world.
world, but according to them, the way they living, that's all they know. So that's civilized to them. Now,
Be
No, it's not.
but
because
listen,
of the
if you're trying to rank yourself up to another country that's way more advanced and got things going on, you know, you could say you're not as advanced as that country. I wouldn't say you're uncivilized. So I would say like choose the word you're trying to describe the way you grew up differently. You could say poor or something like that, or less fortunate. But I wouldn't say uncivilized. I wouldn't say
Listen, bro.
that's
Look
just
what
my take.
civilized. Listen,
But if you
civilized
want to be,
literally.
if you were saying you were uncivilized, you were uncivilized. I'm not going to argue with you about that.
Listen, civilized literally means at an advanced stage of social and cultural development.
Then
So
I
civilized,
just said that.
right? Civilized have its own definition. So civilized is not about perspective, right? About how people feel. People have to accept it for what it is. Again, it's a different reason why right now in real time we have people being called primitive because of the way of they live, because of the way of life. They are being called primitive. So again, it's differentiate, their way from a civilized way, right? So is it you either civilized or you're primitive. That's how it is. So I corrected myself by saying that not that I wasn't born in a civilized world, I just wasn't born in a hospital, and I'm saying that I'm not a stranger to what we call primitive, what primitive is. So I'm both aware and well familiar with a primitive lifestyle and a civilized lifestyle, right? That's what I was bringing up basically to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm aware of both, so I understand. I was saying some people only know what civilized is, right?
Can I throw another word, Naga? Naga, can I throw another word in there?
Go
There's
ahead.
a difference between civilized and modern. So if your parents had tractors or you went to a hospital, you're living civilized. There's a difference between modernization. So now you're talking, you probably envision you didn't have a TV, you didn't have Wi-Fi. That's modernization. The fact that you're living with roads and all that, and you grew up with maybe a couple of streetlights and all that, or you saw a car, you're living in civilization. You might not have owned it. There's a big difference with
Hey,
that. And
No, listen. Another way of saying
hold
civilized
on.
is educated.
Let him keep going
no,
because
no, go ahead,
he's
Naga. No, go
saying the
ahead.
same thing I was saying. Dom is saying the same thing I was saying. He just saying it
But
different.
and I know that's why I
You
went in.
were civilized, bro. You wasn't primitive, bro. You wasn't
No,
out there
I'm telling you, there
banging
was,
rocks together to start a fire, bro. You wasn't banging
bro.
rocks together to start a
I'm
fire.
telling you, there was because just like he threw another word in there, I could throw another word too, another word or another way of saying civilized is educated. They weren't educated. They didn't even know how to read or
That's two different
how
things.
to write and read.
That's two different things, bro.
That
No,
was
but that's
indoctrination,
literally a
Naga.
similar word.
Naga.
If I could share my screen, that's literally another word for civilized. It's literally right there on
That's
the
indoctrination
definition
at
of
that point, Naga. Naga, that's indoctrination. The written work is indoctrination. Yeah, you were born to what speak, but you had to be indoctrinated to learn how to read or write. Again, that's indoctrination. You're flipping words around, which is fine.
I'm
But
not flipping
but
word around because that's what civilization is indoctrination. Come on. We're not playing. We cannot
I'm
play
giving
with
you my
this.
definition of it, and it seems to me you're trying to
But you can't say you was uncivilized, bro. Like you were born in a
you're a nomad.
civilized world, bro.
Yes, I did. That's why I said I corrected myself and say it's not that I was born uncivilized, it's that I wasn't born in a hospital. What I really meant to say is that I'm not a stranger to being civilized and uncivilized. I corrected myself about me saying that I wasn't born civilized. I already corrected myself twice. This is the
Okay.
third time I corrected myself on saying that. So again, civilized, another way of saying civilized is educated.
Okay, so let's say this: you were born civilized, but your way of living was primitive, and or you could say your way of living was poor. But I,
No,
I don't even like the word primitive because I disagree with you when you say you were born primitive. You know, you can just say poor or something like.
no, it's not none of that. It's not that I was born primitive. I mean uncivilized. I already corrected myself on that. Is the what I'm really meant to say for the first time is that I'm not a stranger to what primitive way what a primitive world look like because my grandparents were primitive
Makes sense.
and I used to spend time every summer right? I wasn't born in a poor country. I wasn't even born in Haiti. I was born in the Virgin Island, which is under the United States. It's the same status. So again, technically, we're not a poor
Yeah,
island.
a lot of folks are not born in hospitals. They get birth at home or through places through midwives. So that doesn't prove anything either. You get what I'm saying? A
Yeah,
lot of
but you
like
you
a
you
lot of
holding
people
me to
that you
something
don't
that
know
I
that
corrected
black
myself
people
on.
are born in hospitals. They use
But
midwives.
you're holding me to something that I already corrected myself on. For the fifth time, I said what I really meant to say is
Okay,
that
my
I'm not a
okay, my,
stranger.
my apologies. Go ahead and finish Bolivian.
Yeah, for the fifth time, what I really meant to say is that I'm not a stranger to what our primitive world look like. I'm familiar with both a primitive world and a civilized world. Because at the end of the day, I was born in the civilized world. I corrected myself on that 5 times that I was born in it. I was just wasn't born in a hospital, but like you said, that doesn't mean that I wasn't born in a primitive world. Everything around me was, civilized world. Everything around me was civilized. I went to school just like everybody else. I've indoctrinated and have an education just like everybody else. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying what I really meant to say is that I'm not a stranger. I'm familiar with both what a civilized world is and what a primitive world is because my grandparents were primitive. So I spent time mostly my whole growing up age. I had to go to be with my grandparents because every summer they would send me to Haiti with to be with my grandparents. So I'm well familiar with what our primitive world looked like. My grandfather didn't know how to read nothing. If they wanted to, if they want get anything, a letter from the capital from Port-au-Prince to where they at, I had to read it to them and tell them what it is, right? So again, they don't know what read and write is. They operate in it from the lane.
Can I
So,
intercede, Naga? Because this
well,
is going. This is going. You could be a person could be. Let's not just make it always about one person. It becomes noise at that point. A person could be born out in the jungle, but raised in civilization. We're playing with words here. You don't have to defend your position. I heard you. I hope KL heard you. But eventually it goes sideways. I don't know if you realize this about this. Anybody's ever told you you go sideways with this. You don't have to justify yourself. If you understand you, that counts. To try to
no,
explain to other
bro,
people, again,
it's
you're
not
doing
what it is.
uh,
It's not what it is. You actually using a play on word because words have
Nega.
definition. We
Hey, thank
cannot
you very
act like,
much. Nega, thank you very much. Kay, thank you very much. I'm out of here.
well, you don't have to run, bro. You the one that said that I'm using a play on words, and I just said no. You're using a play on words, but now you want to leave because I'm not.
Won't
I'm
he
reading
leave?
the
He can't
definition.
leave, man. Oh man, I know he. Oh, I know he didn't get a bit dubious about talking, and he wanted to leave. He didn't have to leave. That's
That's
all.
what I'm saying. He basically,
That's the whole point of doing these panels, so we can talk and get everybody point across. Like you don't have to get upset about it.
yeah. I don't know why he get upset
Like
because
we just talking, man. I guess he ain't used to how we talk, bro. How we be going back and forth. He ain't used to
yeah,
that.
he definitely ain't used to that. But me, I come from that.
He gets a little triggered and bothered, like somebody attacking him. Dom, we not attacking you, bro. This is how we do panels, bro. Like we going around expressing our thoughts, bro. We going back and forth with each other. That doesn't mean we're trying to get at you or
He
get you
know
to
that. He know that. Dom no, he been building with me on Charles. He
man.
been building with me
That was
on my
normal.
own.
Leave like that. Like we just
Here
built.
come Yahweh, man. You was talking about Yahweh.
Hey,
Here he
what's up,
is.
man? I cannot see you on my channel, bro. I do not know why.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I mean because Raul was telling me you were in the chat, and I'm like, where? And I'm looking like hell.
Uh, they got a crown,
They got a what?
crown, a crown
A crown? What that
on,
mean?
on, on both ends of the name. They got a crown at the beginning, a crown at the end of the name.
Yeah, you're not in the chat, bro, at all.
He is. It's just that I don't know why he's not showing up on the computer. But right,
You probably
Yeah, that's what I
blocked.
say.
You
He's not
probably
showing up
blocked
on the
me.
computer at all.
You probably blocked me back in the days, bro.
No, bro, because if I block you, I can unblock you now, like literally. Like I can go to your
Yeah, you have
channel
to
and
go to
unblock
your.
you. I can hide you from channel. And I went there and it says you're not hidden from my channel, bro.
now because even I'm on my computer right now, and I'm looking at the comments in the
You have to go to
computer.
your privacy.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments on the computer. I cannot see you neither. And right on top of the comment that Dominic put in the where he dropped the link, I see you asking for the link, and he dropped the link for you right on top on the where you asking for from the link. I see that from my phone, but looking on the computer, I only see Dominic comments. So I don't think he's really. I don't know. He might have to double check and see if you blocked. But I could really look at on my computer, the chat on my computer,
Let me go
and I
look.
can see it.
Let me go look. I'm looking now. But go ahead and finish what you were saying. And just express to Dom like it's nothing like that. He really got offended and left. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
he know that. That's what I was saying. He know that because I built with Dom
this
on
is how we
Charles.
bro. Like, it's no offense to anybody. We're building right now. We're having a show.
Yeah, he know ain't no ill, nothing of towards him or what he's saying because I built with him on Charles' panel and he be coming on my panel. We go back and forth. It's just that I guess the only difference is that this one is a little more intense, right? But what he know me, he know that I'm always going to stand on what I say, on what I'm saying. I'm always going to clarify myself to stand on it. I'm not going to change my mind because I didn't say it on by mistake. The thing that's coming up my mouth is coming out on purpose. So if I say something, and you're trying to make me change my mind, I'm in my head. I'm like, you must not understand what I say to you. So let me tell it to you in a different way, or let me reinforce what I'm saying so you know that it's not a mistake, it's on purpose what I'm saying, right? I really meant what I say. So again, he knows that. He knows that I'm like that. Like I'm always going to stand on the thing that I say. I'm not going to take it away. And
And like I
if
said,
it's a mistake,
I really don't get why Dom left, man. He didn't have to leave.
yeah, and if it's a mistake, I'm going to let you know, okay, my bad. I'm gonna correct myself and let you know I correct myself just like I did. Like, I had to let you know that I corrected myself multiple times because that's not what I wanted to say, just come out like that. So other than that, I'm going to always let you know this is exactly what I'm saying, and I'm gonna stand on it. So again, he basically said that I'm playing, I'm using play on words when in fact I'm just using, telling him what the words is saying, what they saying that it mean, what people comprehend it to be for what it means. So now, of course, he could go ahead and put his own spin on it, right? But he should know that he's using a play on the words. He is putting his own spin on it, and that's not what civilized mean, right? That's not what they mean when they say civilized. Of course we all think we're civilized. We're not going around killing each other. We're not going around doing whatever that's not out of the ordinary, right? We're not out of line with things. Of course we all know that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to what people saying civilized is far from what we think it is, and what we think civilized is far from what they say it is, right? So again, that's basically what I was telling him. So he ain't had to say that I'm using a play on word when clearly, right, he's using a play on the word, right? He that's To me that's literally what he's doing because what I just read to him ain't come out of my own head.
He really got upset and left out. That's wild.
Hmm.
So where would
Oh,
I go to block people?
that guy got upset.
Yeah, he got upset.
This is when they say that you gotta treat your neighbor the way you wanna be treated, right? Or you gotta love your enemy as you love yourself. Cause if you hate him, you definitely hate yourself, and that will show on yourself because the same word or the same sentence he used on me is the same one that I use on him. So if I wasn't mad, I don't see no reason that he should be mad.
That's what I said too. Like,
So I just hope that he had to go, that
yeah,
he ain't really mad.
he got pissed off.
Yeah, I hope that's not what happened. I hope he don't got pissed off because you telling me that I should, you basically telling me that I should have been mad when you said that to me. You letting me know that I should have been pissed off when you said that to me. If that's what you're doing, because why would you, do something that you don't want to be done to you?
Yeah,
I'm saying if that's the case, but like I said, I hope he really had to go, or he had to go take care of some business, that he's not mad because of the bill that we having, because it's not, I didn't insult him. If he feel insulted, is because what he was using towards me was very insulted. Even though I didn't peep that, but he know what he was doing. I don't know, and reflect on him, because like I said, I don't feel like he was insulting me by saying that. I was just calling it for what it is. That I think he's the one that using a word.
yeah.
But yeah,
So
man. You know,
I'm trying to figure out what setting do I go to see people that's blocked. Where do I go?
You go to the U section in the well, I'm on the phone, so call the
Okay,
U section.
but if you was to tell me where to go to, where would I go?
Then you go to the settings, then you go to privacy, and it should say block message,
Setting,
so
privacy.
block block contact.
See, I'm in the YouTube studio on the computer. Where do I go from there?
Oh, I don't know. I know on the cell phone you go to that U section, where your history at.
Yeah, you go to settings and then you go to
And
where?
then you push the little gear, the setting gear. Then you go to privacy, and it'll say block contact, Google Ad settings, block contact, YouTube terms and service.
No, see, I don't have no block contacts.
yeah, I'm pretty sure if he was blocked, nobody in the chat would be able to see him.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Now he probably well, if you're a moderator, you'll be able to see. But if he blocked me, he ain't gonna be able to see.
Oh, so that's probably why I seen you, because I'm a moderator. He made me a moderator, so that's probably why he'd be able to. I'm able
Oh,
to
we
see
go
you.
Dom. Dom, come back, man. Like Dom, don't leave, bro. Don't get pissed off and leave, bro. Don't get pissed off and leave, bro. And let's get Dom some time to talk too, man. Dom, go ahead, bro. You got the floor.
Well, my golden rule is silence is golden, but I get it. I wasn't pissed. I had said, Naga, if you hear it, if you listen inwards, you're going sideways. You made it all about you, which is fine. But sometimes it becomes a skip record. You don't have to justify yourself all the time, whether you know it or not. That's all I was saying. If I get pissed off, it really has nothing to do with you guys. I enjoy you guys. You guys are chit chatting for the sake of chit chatting. We're playing with words. That's all I said. If you ever want to find out if I'm mad, ask me. Don't go fucking speculating. To me, it becomes noise. And when a person goes on and on and on and on, it becomes noise. Who are they trying to prove? What are they trying to prove? Who are they trying to justify it? Again, I've said this openly. It's more fucking indoctrination. Person doesn't realize how extent that is. We're using language, we're using words. That's why a lot of people, when you break your silence, peace, you start talking. That's what it means. Sometimes when a person listens inwards, they don't have to share shit outwards. I'm just entertaining by typing things and all that. It's not mine to own. Anyway, that's it, guys.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of interested because you know Jesus was going around talking a certain way, and people was telling him the same thing, right? People was telling him that why he talking like he is something, or why he trying to you know make himself look like he kind of to paraphrasing kind of like that he is just, or he's able to judge people, right? Even though that's not what he was doing. But I think because because people view him to be just, right? Or because people see him to be a judge, and they just assuming that he was going around judging other people, acting like he's God, because people always say only God can judge me. So I'm not going around. I'm not when I talk, I don't try to justify myself. What I'm saying, might be just, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Okay.
speaking from an honest perspective. I'm not speaking from a egotistical perspective,
You
or
sure? Are you sure? Because
I'm
you talked about a story about a guy named Jesus. Have you ever met an immortal being? No. So how do you would know the guy fucking Jesus even existed? Are we talking about more indoctrination written books? How would you even know if a guy named Jesus existed, let alone Socrates? Again, unless you're talking solely about yourself when you go inwards, whoever that is. Outside of that, ego, edge God out. Fine, whatever. Playing with words. People just don't realize how they go on and on and on. You're going to quote a guy named Jesus. That's more fucking stories. It's like when people talk about the Bible. What version are we going to use? Latin, Hebrew, Greek, written left to right, right to left? What version are we going to use? Fuck, I can go on and on, Naga. Trust me, on and on and on.
whichever
See,
one fits
Silence
you.
is golden.
Jesus knew that it was gonna be like this tonight, and people are lost.
Hmm. Yeah, whichever version fits you, man. You could use whichever version fits you, because at the end of the day, you might think that you're talking about other. I might think that I would love to think that I'm talking about you, talking about knowledge uprising, but I can only talk about him to a certain extent, to what he tells me. Other than that, I'm just assuming things about him. I could only talk about me, right? And when I use the Jesus parable, I used it to talk about me, right? I use it, as the story being told to me, right? Or to how I comprehend what the story is telling me, right? I'm not going around, to what people think it is. I'm going around by what I think it is. So again,
We
it might look like
yeah,
I'm justifying myself, right? Or I'm going around acting like I'm just, but I'm speaking from an honest perspective, which is the most honest perspective can only come from me. I could be biased about somebody else, or I could fall short on somebody else. So, and even if I was judging before I could judge me, or making things about anybody else, I would have to make things about me first, right? I can't remove myself out of the picture and just go straight towards people, right? That's why the best way to lead is to be an example.
they asked Jesus would he tell them to shut up. He said if I was to tell them to shut up, these very stones would cry out. He also said
Mhm.
that it's not what you're saying, it's what's in your heart.
But y'all talking about
Mhm.
something from a book though.
I'm talking about with the character Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, something from a book, right?
And what is heart? Heart, where the blood goes. That's where memory is. That's where desire is. You got to go beyond the heart.
Well,
All right, you
Most people aren't.
know,
Go ahead.
first,
I got a
first and
question for
foremost.
knowledge, because he says this a lot. Books. You know the fan of books?
Yeah,
Knowledge?
yeah. I read books most definitely.
Okay.
I got a decent amount of books here. I read quite often.
Well, he said your flesh will be a witness, a witness to you, right? A witness of you. So the witness is the phallus goes into the hole. So it's called a phallus or penal. You feel what I'm saying? So you was called a male. The male goes into the box. So you could have a male finger into your female hole of your hand, because that's the testament or that's the witness of the truth. It's
Mm.
not in English, right? It's not in English. I think we use the English to express something that only you know, like he was saying about himself.
Yeah, I agree. Man, I think, again, people think they comprehend the things they are not actually, they don't actually comprehend because, uh,
They should
they,
they should only see in truth in a true life. You can see Jesus in real life.
go ahead and tell them again, bro. And people think, that we talk that the thing that's in the book might not be true. They call it a story. They think the story might not be true, but we telling our own story right now.
I
You
mean,
know,
but yeah, y'all using that book to make sense of things.
not to make
I'm
sense with things.
using my real
Yeah,
life.
you're not holding yourself accountable.
I'm using my real life because I can see
Mhm.
Jesus.
Okay, outside of that, what can you say without referencing the book? You can build on your own
I'm
life.
finna say it right, like I'm telling you, I can see Jesus. I'm
I'm
finna
saying
tell
not
you.
using the book, not using the book because he's in that book.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying right. I hate talking about using the book without using the book. So how would you talk to me? How would I talk to you if
Okay,
I
you would express life experiences and
because I'm
things like
finna speak of the image. I'm finna
you
speak of.
wouldn't use somebody else as a reference.
I'm about to speak of the image of God,
Yeah, but the book is in your face.
the
I
true
thought
image
the book
that
is the truth
lives.
and is in
That
your face. I thought Facebook show you that. Facebook show you that the book is in your face. It's literally in your face.
That's a different book and a totally
What?
different thing.
no, we talking about in your Facebook, like when the sun set, when the sun rise, that's the book being read by God. When the sun set, that's the page turning. You
Okay,
can
like how
see it.
chapters in your life or something like that.
Say that again.
Kind of like how when people say, "Oh, it's a chapter in your life,"
Mm-hmm.
story being
Yeah,
read by.
yeah, because we wouldn't have books. Oh shoot, we would have books without the truth. You can't have nothing without Christ. I mean, without truth. Jesus
So
is
could,
truth.
so could you handle the idea
I'm
that
not,
maybe everything that you just learned is a
I'm not
deception?
talking about. I'm not talking about your idea of a man. Your idea of a man named Jesus.
Oh, hold on,
Talking
let's hear
about.
let's hear what Dom got to say real quick, Yahweh. Then we can get right back to you. Go
Can
ahead,
you
Dom.
get the idea that everything could be a deception? Because anything after thoughts, whether written or spoken, the oral sensation is by far more superior than the written work. We're using an English language, it's a meaningful language. The ones that actually used to download information didn't write it or speak it. And when they did speak it, it was dumbed down. So now you're living in the world that you use your senses. Each senses could easily be misled or deceived. I get it. People want to have a story. They want to have a spiritual experience. You're living in the realm called good and evil, spiritual and material. Most people are.
This what it all comes
Mhm.
to. Why we talking, right? Because it is invalid. The language is invalid. It is. But I'm using invalid out of the language to say that it's invalid.
Yes, but we say the word truth with it. Truth is an energy. You can be honest with the self. You can witness that the self and all its fables. But the
But
thing
see,
that
you're
you
saying
know,
the same thing. You're just saying it a different way. Witness to self. It's true.
witness to the self, but the self is different than what actually runs the vessel. Know thyself.
But
Who's
even
the
that, what you
knower?
say,
Okay, go ahead.
even that, what you're saying, it still will boil down to truth.
If you say
That's
so.
all.
If you
I
say
don't know.
so. You're using the word
Yeah, yeah,
truth.
yeah, truth.
So is it the one in the story of the one that's on the white horse? Is that the truth you're talking about? Or are you talking about your own perception, as narrow as they may be, with the indoctrination that you're using right now? Have you ever questioned it? Have you ever questioned your reason? Have you ever questioned your reason, your thinking? Okay, go ahead.
You're questioning it now.
No, I'm not questioning it. I'm asking you questions.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what you're saying. I'm not English. I'm not English. I'm not English.
I'm not English. You're not English. You're
So,
using
so
the
by
English
default,
language.
right? By default, I was just saying this on the guy's channel not too long ago. By default, people that's not English and speak English and don't know their language, they lost. I'm saying what you saying.
Okay, but what happened when you speak Greek, which is a comprehension language, or Sanskrit, that's a healing language?
Yeah, but
All
I'm
of
not
them
Greek.
are okay, but I know.
But
But
I'm
the
not
thing is,
Greek.
okay,
I'm not,
put yourself aside for a second. All
I would have
languages
to
have.
tell myself everything you're telling me right now. I have told myself throughout my time here. I call it time here.
Okay,
What
which is
you are
beyond.
saying, right? Like, because I'm not English. I'm telling myself what you're saying. I'm making it up.
Okay, you're not using
I'm
the
not
English
English.
language. Okay, I get it. You're
I'm
not.
not.
You're not.
I'm not English. I'm using the English language, I think, but
Mhm.
I'm not England.
Okay.
I'm not English.
Okay. Are you the color of your skin? Are you the gender? Are you caught up in that indoctrination?
See, but you still saying it in English, and I don't know what English you're using. Only you know this stuff. Only you know what you're saying.
Hey, bro, you can't make this shit up, even if you're making this shit up, bro. Listen.
Okay, so then we're not having a conversation. We're just having an intellectual mind fuck. Okay, I'm with you on that. We'll
But
play
it's
this
a
game.
dictionary use, so you're not lame. It's dictionary usage.
You're using the word late. I love it.
I told myself what a dictionary is. I told myself.
Yes, with the indoctrination you're using to be able to read.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yes.
get
I'm
it.
telling
I get
myself.
that.
I'm telling myself everything that you are saying, which
Mm-hmm.
is the language is invalid because I'm not from England.
Okay, you're talking about whether it's correct British or Latin language
I'm
that
just
comes
saying,
from
let's
England.
look at the like deer talk deer, right? If they call deer,
Okay. Are we also going to be
I'm not
talking about the sounds
English,
and
so I'm not.
frequency coming?
I'm
Okay,
not
go ahead.
English, so I'm gonna say deer because I think I might get it correct with you, but I
You're
don't
saying
know
you're
if it's
not
a deer.
but
I
you're
don't know
saying
if
you're
it's
not
a deer.
English.
Yes,
Then what
it's
are you
obvious.
then? What are you then? Can you do some more
It's
deduction?
obvious.
What?
What? But if can I use the English language?
Well,
I mean,
what we're going to do American Sign Language, we're going to do Braille's, we're going to use numbers. What language do you want to use?
no.
You
What
want to
I'm
use
saying is,
colors?
I'm a fake English person, right? It's
Okay.
obvious. Yeah. So I'm using English because I really don't know what I'm saying to you. It's up to you to think you know what I'm saying.
And that's not my role. That's your role to understand you and know you.
Deer
I'm
talk
hearing
deer,
you.
right? Like I'm telling you, deer talk deer.
Okay. We're not
You
deers. Okay. So can we put that aside? I'm not a deer. You're not a deer. So let's put that
see
aside.
what I'm saying?
We're
You know all this
human
proper
beings.
stuff. You know all this proper stuff
You,
that I don't know
you're,
nothing about. That I
listen,
don't.
and again, you're doing a mind
I
fuck with
don't
yourself, and I'm
know.
not
I don't.
entertained by it.
Yes, yes, I might fucking myself. You're
Okay.
telling
Do you know
me
what? Do you know where
wrong.
the mind is? Do you know where the mind is? Not the brain.
Here
Do you
we
know where the
go.
mind
Okay.
is?
I'm gonna tell you no because I'm not English. If I
Okay.
tell you in English, you're gonna knock it.
No,
It's
I'm
obvious.
not. I'm
Like
not.
it's obvious though. Like I'm understanding how to spell with you. We're sharing the dictionary.
Oh man.
Well, I hope you guys. I'm being amused, so I hope you guys are being amused too. I'm just not laughing about it.
I
So
know
carry
because the
on.
language
Carry on. I don't see how this serves a fucking purpose at this
it's
present moment.
carny. But you know, I don't know what you know. It's carny.
I'm going beyond fucking knowing. This is about wisdom and understanding. You want to fucking
What I'm
talk about knowledge? Go
saying.
fucking with the children of the world. So share with me. Forget about this fucking. This is not English shit. That's moronic fucking child talk. And that's
Let's
between the
see.
age of
Come
7 and
on, man.
14.
You know that
Again, you're going on.
you know that a lot of folks is not from England, man.
Again, who cares what your
I
fucking
see.
location
I
is?
think I'm talking to you in English, right? I think I'm doing it.
We're talking with a
I
language
think
called
I
English.
think
I
I'm
get
doing.
it.
I think I'm. But you don't comprehend it, or I
No, I
don't
do
know.
comprehend
What?
it. I do comprehend it.
Which
Why
is
don't you just
which is
share?
proof. Which is proof of me not being an English person.
Okay, then what are you then? If you want to entertain us, what are you then?
I
Use the
mean,
English language to describe it. There you go. I got your little drift
I
there.
just said it already. Truth.
Okay, your truth. Okay, so you're an energy being using a language.
Now
Wait,
there you go, adding
hold
on
on,
all
hold on,
that whatever.
hold on. Technically, we are speaking English. We're on this panel. We can understand each other, so we're speaking a common
But when
language.
people
All of
telling
us
you
on the panel. Hold on,
you're
hold on,
doing
hold on,
something with the
hold on, bro.
English,
Hold on.
which is
Technically, we are speaking a language all of us understand. Now, when you're speaking in codes and riddles and stuff, that's where the wordplay comes in.
Mhm.
So, if we were to express the idea of the mind, Dom, what would you consider the mind, and how can it be analogous to what engine is saying?
your mind. I'm not your mind. I'm the only one
Yeah,
thinking.
but it would be the
I'm
same
not,
thing because we are like
I,
minds, right?
but I could never find what you're thinking.
But you can understand what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Listen, hey, knowledge. What he's saying,
I
right?
mean, I get what he's saying, man. I get what he's saying because, like I said, I done, I done built with Yahweh before. I get what he's doing, but
I'm just telling the truth. I tell anyone. I'm the only one thinking. Prove I'm not.
That's what I was about to say. He's telling you the truth of what
he
he's doing and what he's
for
saying.
your own words.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Listen, this the way
Hold on, Dom, Dom.
I'm a lame. I'm a
Don't,
outcast.
no, you're
I'm a exile.
you're
No,
no lane.
listen for real though. Like
You're not a lane.
I ain't got friends.
If, listen,
I don't
hold on,
have this
Yahweh.
stuff.
You want to call
I
yourself
don't.
that? You can. But to
I'm
me,
telling
you're just another person coming up
you,
on the panel
be
building,
telling the truth.
expressing your sentiments. I wouldn't call you no lame or nothing.
I'm alone.
Now,
No, listen. I'm
but
telling you
listen,
the truth. Like no.
but
Oh my
listen,
goodness. The
but
worst.
that's your idea of yourself, you know. To me,
Yes, I'm.
coming
If
up
you just
expressing your sentiments, and I get it.
don't face me. Just watch the story. Right. Like don't. Oh my goodness.
Let's get back to Dom. Dom, you were talking
I'm
about the
trying to
mind.
say it the way you
For
get
the
it.
people
Like
that's tuning in, could you just express what the mind is and break it down a little bit for the people
Well,
that's
from some of
tuning
the
in, so they can get a better
teachings.
understanding in the English language? Because I'm pretty sure we all are being vocal through the English language according to the USA standards. So
it don't mean everybody get the same
Hmm.
thing.
go ahead, Dom.
No, I get what Inga explaining. Unfortunately, unfortunately, it's being recorded, and not everybody's on that awareness level that he's talking about. So I entertain myself by playing the moronic game that I enjoy playing once in a while. But back to the mind, meant
Man,
man, God, so
man,
whatever you want to call it, created something in man's image. That's
the person,
energy. The man,
person,
the ment is kind of like AI. It's everywhere. Language are all stored there. This is why when people
um,
talk about soul contracts, whatever we accumulate here stays here.
do you know where everyone come from?
Do or be.
I'm asking.
I'm an air
I think.
being.
Never
I'm an
mind, because I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to talk English with you. I think I'm doing stuff, but I'm not.
okay.
I think I'm not too. Yeah, forgive me.
No
Lord,
problem.
damn that too. He said he was being moronic. I mean, your man, but
Mm-hmm.
Chaser. Yeah, thirsty, nice person.
Hey, but think you wouldn't understand him saying you're being moronic if you wouldn't understand the language he was speaking. So
Man,
technically,
you're
you
not.
know what he's
But
saying.
I see
Yeah,
man,
he's
but
playing
Chaser. Now
games.
I don't know
Playing
I
mind
don't know what
games.
moronic is. I don't know what that is. But I know more means no life, right? Yeah, man, but chaser, whatever. They all act the same. They all do their moronic thing. They do whatever.
Who are they?
Thirsty, nice person.
Are we using nice how it was originally stated, or we're using it in today's version?
Man, English, the best of my knowing. I'm best of my knowing.
I'll remember next time we'll just talk in numbers.
Man, but
You
But I
see,
get it.
this is what happened when we put ourselves in a box. Well, this is what happened when we think that we comprehend what things are, right? And we end up being we end up putting ourselves. This is when you put yourself into some shit that you don't even know what it is. A spell that you are uh and you are under, not knowing that you put yourself under a spell or put yourself, in a box, right?
Okay.
Because
So can't all that be a play on words though, right? The stuff you
listen though,
and how you make
you
how
say
you,
you tell yourself what it is.
no, I'm just asking how you can put everything together and make a bunch of gibberish make sense, right? You get what I'm saying? But
No,
actually building
if
on
you ask me,
I mean I get it coming from a conscious standpoint, saying this and that. You're trying to make it sound spiritual, but we got to make it make sense to the broader audience. And I get what you're saying. Maybe what you're trying to convey is esoteric, which means not a lot of people are going to understand it. But
True.
don't know how to do all that.
I don't know. I'm gonna mute my mic. This is very interesting right now.
No, it is okay. No, is that true? A lot of it is esoteric, theosophy, and all that kind of stuff. Thoughts are things. Anything after thoughts, which is spoken or written, but there's other ways of communicating. So if we were together, I could probably pick up body language.
listen,
Again,
it's because most people not good with following examples. He using himself. He letting you know that listen, I told myself what things are, what I'm hearing. So when you that's to say that whatever he said, you told yourself what it is. He's not
So he's
telling you
saying
what things are.
that's truth. That's the things you're saying. That's what he believes in very dearly. Or is he
mhm.
just putting on a show? I like to question that too, because some people put on shows.
Nah, that's him. If you know Yahweh, you know that's him. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
he's telling you.
Lame. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I'm lame for real. I'm not. I'm
And that's
talking
what I'm telling you.
real.
Lame has nothing to do with it, brother. Like
No, listen. No, no.
I don't understand what lame means.
I can explain
You
it to
gotta give me
you.
you gotta give me your definition of lame because I don't understand that.
Lame mean
I
handicap.
don't know what you're talking about.
Lame mean handicap.
True.
You're not handicapped.
Never mind,
What
bro. I love
listen, what
you.
makes you
I love
handicapped?
you. I love
What
you.
makes you handicapped?
I
No,
love
no, no, no,
man, bro.
no,
They
no,
do that
no.
all.
That's
Man,
something
I'm
else.
to the point
No,
now,
no, no,
man.
no. I'm talking
What
about something
you
else.
gonna tell
Answer the
me?
question. What makes you handicapped?
No, man. Women do that
I
same
don't
thing.
know.
They
You
know
said
more
you
about me than I
handicapped.
know about
I want you
myself.
to answer that
So,
question. What makes you
bro,
handicapped?
please, bro, please, like, please,
Lames are not handicaps. Lames are people just
bro.
like us. They just
Oh
they
my good. No, that's what you telling yourself. I'm talking about regular English
You said
lane,
you're a
bro.
lame, and I said, "What is a lame?" You said because you're handicapped.
Handicap,
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't
Regular
make sense.
English,
Lame has no
regular,
handicap, bro.
regular
Gotta make
English,
it make sense to everybody that's watching.
regular English lane, bro. Regular English,
Dominic understood that and
not
agree with
your
me.
street, not your street wisdom lane. Regular English lane, or that one
That's
too,
one
because
thing.
you still see it. You
Oh,
still see that.
so you mean you
It's the same
like
thing. It's
certain words
still.
and stuff you don't understand? That's what you mean.
I just said that. I don't understand none. No man.
No, stop saying you don't understand no man. Now you just being extra,
bro.
bro.
Whatever, bro. Listen,
Because we couldn't have
bro,
a conversation, bro.
Okay, man, I can see what it is, man. Listen, I'm into the scripture, and this is why we doing this because you don't know nothing about why I know what I know to feel I know it. Because you're gonna debate something that I think you
I'm
should
not
know, but
debating. I didn't debate.
right, like I think you should know it, but you're not in the scripture, and that's probably why you don't know why I say what I'm saying. So we could cut that. We could cut that off.
That's one thing Dominic agree with him on knowledge. You feel me? That's one thing on that, when he said he was lame, and tell you what lame mean, Dominic definitely agree with him that, he was on point. So he's where his point that they we disagreed on, but his point that we agreed on. So at the
Well,
end of
I'm
the
not
day,
from
we tell
England.
I mean, he can disagree to compromise. That doesn't
I'm
mean
not from England, bro. I'm a retard by default speaking English, bro. This is a foreign
Mhm.
language.
you see what I'm saying.
English is a foreign. English is a foreign language.
Hey, knowledge, you funny as fuck, bro. You listening to him, bro, but
No,
you're
I
not
mean, I
paying
listened to him. He said
attention
he
to.
retarded, so he's trying to say he's this person from another country that he's over here, and now he's speaking a dummy language that his ancestors didn't speak. I get it. It doesn't make
English is
sense
from.
because
English is a foreign
he's
language.
actually over here now, and he's speaking this
Man,
language.
the
So he's not
English,
a
bro.
retard. He's not a dummy.
The
He's not
English will tell
handicapped.
you
He's
this.
an American living just like us. He was
No,
born
bro,
in
the
he was
colonization,
raised like this.
colonialism. Come
Like
on,
this.
bro.
I
Bro, the
guarantee
English colonies will tell you the
you,
English
like the things
colonial.
you're saying, the
Bro,
things that came to
bro,
you
whatever,
because
bro.
you got
Bro,
over
whatever.
here.
You watch too much, man. You did the same thing before, man. This the thing, bro. Whatever,
No,
man.
see, so now you remember me.
No, what I'm saying, yeah, you a man, but chaser.
I'm a what?
BUT. A lot of explanations and excuses to give. Man, but
No, you don't understand the English language, so how can you say somebody's a man, but you don't even know what
that's
that means,
what I'm
right?
saying.
So,
I'm saying the same
okay, so how
thing.
can you tell somebody something if you don't know
I
what it
don't
means?
understand.
You
Exactly.
gotta be
I'm
able to, if
retarded.
you understand
I'm,
something, you gotta be able to
I'm
speak with
retarded.
something. And you can't just
I'm
say nonsense
I'm a
that you don't
retard,
understand.
bro. Bro, I'm a retard. I'm telling you.
No, you're not. You're portraying yourself as a retard.
Oh my goodness, man. You tell them truth.
You're portraying this image. I mean, I get it. I get it.
No, I am a
You're
retard.
trying to
Listen,
be
I'm
this
talking.
almighty
I'm trying to
spiritual.
talk regular English with you. I'm trying to
Okay,
talk
so
regular.
what language do you speak? And let's hear that language then.
I'm trying to talk regular English with you.
No, I want
I'm
you
a
to talk
retard.
I want to
No,
talk. I
look
want
it up. Just look up retard to see so you can see what I'm saying. Just look it
okay.
up.
Oh, how would you know to look
Okay,
up
never mind then. Never mind then. I'm trying to talk regular English with you. Lord,
Listen, bro. His
Man,
language,
I don't even know
his,
what the hell you talking about, man.
his
just
language
look
is
up.
truth.
Just look it up.
His language is truth, and he's telling you that he speak truth. That's why he's telling you the truth about everything that he's saying. But you're not hearing or paying attention to what you telling yourself. So you think that he's telling you this or that, but that's what you're telling yourself because you told yourself what you hear because of how you think you can comprehend things or the English language because we all using the English language to
Yeah.
communicate, right? So
Walk
you think you
around,
comprehend what he's saying based on
trying
what you telling yourself
to
it is.
make people play goldfish with your brain and match up to your way of thinking. That's magic you're doing.
I get what he's talking about, Kay. He's really using the English language the way it was meant. It's a dumbed down thing. Yes, thank
That's
you,
what
by the
he's
way.
saying. He using regular English.
Yeah, thank you,
Go
Indigo.
ahead,
I
dog.
appreciate that. No, I appreciate that. I get where he's coming from. A lot of information I usually get is done in silence, but I get it when you start using it English. Like, do we dream in English? No. Do you have thoughts in English? Probably. So again, I get where he's coming from with that. So I put in the back chat what retardation in the English means. If you, that's what he's trying to explain. As we're trying to use the language to try to explain it, it's kind of humorous. I get it.
If we getting
I'm
somewhere,
not from England, bro. Like,
True.
oh my goodness, bro.
we getting somewhere.
Well done, and again, well done on that part. Took me a bit to catch on where you're going with it, but I did.
The world is foolish. I'm not calling nobody foolish, but the world is foolish.
The world of the
It,
humans.
the world is paint to me. Let me explain. The world is a map on my lap. Say the world. That's the world, and it's foolishness. The world is foolish.
Hmm.
You could think you in a state, county, or wherever you think you is, looking at a map.
Mm. 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 Mm.
You can't prove none of that stuff because it's paint.
It's, it's literally in your mind, in your head. Nah, bro. That was a moment of silence. You feel me? Come on now, let's build. You know what I'm saying? Uh, at the end of the day, like I said, you tell yourself what you hear. You feel me? We can keep telling ourselves what we know, what we think we know, or what we think we comprehend. You know, come on now. We using English language. We know, like you just said, we know this shit. Is foolish. We full of shit, right? What people say, man, you full of shit, right? People say this all the time, so we know we full of that. Come on now.
That's my Christian name, full of shit.
Hmm. Yeah, people worship doodle ball.
Mm. Yep, we live on a spinning ball. As they say.
Man, say he clean living in a filthy world. Whatever. Y'all gonna go around and not be retarded? Whatever. If you're not from England, you by default retard mean check. If you get a check, you get a retard. Whatever. Can't tell people they not stupid, man. Man,
Man, I told myself all the time I should have been a special ed kid. I don't know what the fuck made me thought I comprehend what the fuck was being told to me.
yeah, a short bus ride, I feel you. Lord knows. People going around the world literally making them goldfish with their mind, bro. Like, it's strange.
Hmm.
Strange truth. You start flopping each other dictionary on each other brain, bro. Whatever, y'all.
Teabag. We drop it. Oh man, you can't make this shit up even if you're making this shit up, bro. Listen, man, I do it, man. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm familiar with both of the worlds. You feel me? So I'll go around, talking with people like we both know what we're talking about. It's like it's like dogs. When dogs meet dogs, you feel me? They know what the fuck they're saying because they're talking the dog language. You feel me? So when I meet people that's full of shit, I let them know I'm full of shit. You feel me? We'll go ahead and build. We both act like we know what we're talking about.
I tell them all the time, I'm stupid. No matter who you is. I ain't from England. You can't tell people that ain't from England to speak a foreign language, bro. You can't even tell them. They don't know. Black people don't know they telling the world across seas that they eat. Or they do know, right? I can't say they don't. They very well know it.
Come on, man. This is the late show with knowledge uprising. You feel me?
Mhm.
What's going on with you, Dominic? Is anywhere, what I'm saying, you want to take it? Is anything that, you want to say specifically? You know, uh, it could be whatever.
Knowing that we're using English language, it's kind of meaningless at that point. So, and again, kind of this gave me an awareness that it is what it is. I've always kind of said science is golden. He just gave me more validation on it. So as I'm using the word right now, you know, unless we want to talk about sports, just for the amusement things, then, because really, if it's about sharing or building on what on a language that basically it's just teaches to be more retarded.
But that's why they put retarded people together. You don't
Mm-hmm.
go, you don't see all the handicap, everybody got a handicap sign, right?
True.
The world hate lames, bro. They hate lames. Handicapped people. Whatever. I guarantee you, every lane in your street wisdom is a handicapped person. You're a super soldier. You've been programmed to hate handicapped people. Y'all know about that. Man, y'all know about
All right, man.
WW2.
Let's build on something a little bit more intriguing. I get
What
what you're
about
saying. We
WW2
all
and,
lames,
and,
okay.
and, and that
Uh,
you know what I'm saying? The
let's
ghetto.
get to another subject matter or something. I mean, I don't know, Dom. You can choose it, or even you can choose it. Roll.
Hey, I kind of want to talk about, how, that apple is this, is the seed is the apple, or the sperm, is a human being sperm, you know, or it's a human being a sperm, right? And I know people were saying, differently, you know, uh, yeah, I kind of want to read.
Have you ever seen it in real life?
Say, have I ever seen it in real life?
Yeah.
Of course. That's why I'm able to say that, a sperm is a human being, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But I've seen a little person, what we call in the English language, a baby. I've seen them falling.
Talking about what's inside of the sperm.
Oh, have I ever seen what's inside of it in real life?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I was inside of a sperm.
Mm-hmm. I
That was
get you.
me.
That's what we call you. I get you. They, we, us, them. Lord knows.
Hmm.
When you become Wheel of Fortune yourself, you just got all the phrases for anyone. Like, which one you need? Um, you're here. Which one you need? You're standing there. Which one you need? Lord knows. Lord.
I guess this entertained us. If Naga, me and you both saw an apple and beside it a seed, would we call the seed an apple or would we call the apple a seed? Or would we quickly say, okay, that's an apple and that's a seed? Same with the sperm and a human. If you saw a human and you saw a sperm, we can make the assumption that one came from it and one might become. But at that moment, would I say that's a human and that's a sperm?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it still come, right? That's what the sperm is, right? Your seed or your semen is come, right? So
Uh,
whether you come from, you know, something or something come from it, right? It still come.
But could we call it a human at that point? Especially if I'm sitting standing beside you, I say you're a human. That's sperm. That's sperm. You're a human. It goes back to looking at the apple and the seed. Now, if a person had a whole bunch of seeds and I didn't know what it was, he might say, "Dom, that's an apple seed." Well, thank you.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know what it is or what it was, but I'm telling myself that I think is that that's what it is because I'm hearing, right? What I'm hearing. So I'm just telling myself. I'm not telling you. You
Hmm.
tell yourself what you think it is, right? But I'm telling you what I think it is and how I think it is what I think it is because that's what inside of it, right? Inside of the apple is seed, right? Or inside of the seed is an apple, right? That's going to be that's the seed going to become a tree and and eventually become apples. So the apples in the tree is inside of the seed, just like the seed
Yeah,
is inside of the apple.
that's where pills come from. It's a
People.
whole tree. It's a whole two or three trees in that apple before. It's inside of that apple, that tree, that seed.
Hmm.
That whole tree is inside of that seed.
Hmm.
Like the family tree, it's the same thing. Inside of your seed is the family tree. Inside of you is a whole tree. You know, only one thing.
Yeah, I know, I know,
To the script where
I know,
nothing
I
was
know.
without him. Like everything was made for him. He who
Hmm.
he who comprehends.
That's the light. Yes, sir. Hey.
Yeah, in all things. So you cut open anything, your reflection in there if it is. But mine is in all things. So is yours?
Yeah, the mind is definitely yours, you know, or the mind is definitely man, me, right? And you is me. Because we all, at the end of the day, we're all saying you, me, and I, right? That's everyone.
Hmm. The world is foolish.
Man,
Truth already spoken
I
by
agree.
God. I don't know. I guess evolutionists feel like stuff just come from out of nowhere, man.
Or the
It
blue,
take,
right? Or things are brand new, right?
yeah, like it take 1,000,000 years for something new to pop up. So we in between. We we in between 1,000,000 years, so we ain't gonna get to see it this time. Whatever, y'all. But you be seeing people like the water right now. Like you'll see it tonight, today.
Yeah, man. The world is foolish, man. We see a lot of foolish things. I
Yeah,
definitely agree, man. I know that I'm in a foolish world,
can't
because
prove
I get
this.
comfortable saying foolish things. You feel me? Knowing that they are foolish.
Like right now, you at home, all three of you, right? You can't prove it to me that you at home.
Mm,
You can't prove none of it because it's pain, it's machinery, devices.
hmm
Talking to ourselves. Babylon, baby doll land, where you play house and you act out baby dolls. We having tea time. Oh,
Again, man, this is proof. This is proof that we done got ourselves into some shit that we have no idea what it is. We got ourselves into a foolish world, into foolish things, and thinking that we comprehend these things, right? Or thinking that it's something different,
it's magic.
but we just got ourselves into some shit that we have no idea what it is. This is we truly don't know what we are doing to ourselves, to oneself. This is why when it comes to certain time, it revealed itself. It let us know that we don't know shit. This is why even the wise men know that you don't know nothing, right? You Mind's eyes, I think, said that, man, I'm so woke that I know that I'm still asleep. You feel me? But this is it's the same thing, man. We don't know, man. Like I said, we don't know what we got ourselves into, man. We don't know nothing, which is do no thing. 'Cause,
We just living in the way of the world.
hell yeah.
At the end of the day,
Magic.
we all got shelter over our heads. We trying to survive. We eat, sleep, shit, find a way to make some money so we can find some nourishment. Unless we just panhandling, living off the streets, like so.
Now I talked about that earlier. The
Yeah,
AI surviving, right? Being in civilization, build or surviving. But nature is living. Everything in nature is alive.
yeah.
Which is the word of God.
Agree, which is true. The living thing, just like the living word.
But people under spells by understanding how to spell a foreign language. They stand under the English language,
And we all are, even you. We can
which
talk
is
about how people
understood,
doing it,
right?
but we're
Which
still up
is
under it.
which is under spells, right?
I mean, if you want to look at it like that, you can. You
I
know.
mean, understand how to spell.
I mean, I
Forgive
mean,
me
I
for
mean, I mean, I mean, that's your perspective. You know.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
you say,
Forgive me
oh,
for
well, that's retarded.
forgive
But
me for not adding on the extra words. Understand how to spell. I mean, under the English spelling, whatever. I'm still saying it to you.
you know,
Understanding English spelling. Understanding the English spelling is still standing under the spell because you have to know how to spelling things in English, right? Which is casting a spell.
Magic.
so I think that would be the same thing for any language then.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, man. That's what we're
Okay,
saying.
okay. So at the end of the day,
You
we
can't
got to be
prove.
on the
You
spells.
can't.
We got to talk and communicate,
You can't
regardless of
prove
what
none of
language.
it. You can't. You can't prove none of your education. You can't.
It's not trying to prove nothing. It's just sharing.
It don't
That's
exist. You making it up. It's make believe.
It's basically in our mind.
I get what he's saying, but it's more to that than just that. You know, he touched the surface of it.
But
You know, but
inside of your mind, there's a wall of the world, like, and that's it. Like, what's behind it, right? What's behind that wall of the world in your mind? It don't
tell me
exist.
what you see behind that wall.
It don't exist
So why would it be a wall then?
because it stops right there. It's you, right? It's me. It's me thinking. It's nothing.
It's
It's
the
nothing.
gate that we call the veil.
It's nothing on the other side of Whoopi Goldberg. It's nothing on the other side of it. Nothing. It don't exist. That glow, if it's in your head, if it is any image, like there's nothing on the other side of it. It's blank.
I already talked about images in your head. I
Glow
talked about
ball
that
head, like
a video
glow
tour.
ball. That's what.
I
That's all it is,
understand
though. The
about that
worship
full
of the
times and all that.
ball. It's the worship of the glow ball.
Hold on, what you said, knowledge?
He was saying there's nothing there in your head. And you know, I talked about photons and all that. Like I understand what's
Nothing.
inside the head. You know,
I'm talking about
I'm, I'm just trying to
on the
get the
other
bigger
side.
picture. You know, I mean, because I get what he's saying,
Yeah,
but
it's
at the
nothing
end of
there.
the day, like
Yeah, if nothing is inside the mind or your head, it's a storage. So you put things there, you store things there, which is
that's
no
thought.
things, which is no thing. The thing that you think you
That's
know.
thoughts. That's thoughts.
Like
Like
you know
thoughts.
what's in the other room. You know what's down that hallway. You can see it in your mind, and you can keep walking down that hallway. But in
Hmm.
the nothing behind Beyonce or whoever. It's nothing back there. You can't see it because it don't exist.
So if there's nothing, since most of us can't see air, prana, so then it must be in the no thing. It has to be in the
But
unknown.
we
Then
not. So we not breathing
No,
nothing.
no thing is a thing though.
We just living.
we're using a word to describe the undescribable, the
No, we're
essence.
using a word to describe the thing that we know because no things is things that we know is no things. Nothing is really no
No, no.
thing.
See, that's wordplay when you say it like that, though, Ro. That's what I'm trying to get
But
you to
no,
understand.
no, that's compound words put together. No and thing, no thing.
Yeah, yeah, but it's using a play on words
No, it's compound words though. It's regular English.
because y'all trying to make sense and saying it's no things
No,
and
it's a compound word, bro. Oh
y'all
my
trying to make
god,
it sound like it's nothing behind you, but that's not the case. I mean, I
Okay,
get
so
what you're saying.
it
so
I
if
mean,
is.
I,
I
I mean, I mean, I get it. I get it. QEP did the same thing. It's a play on words.
No, but no thing is the compound word.
Again, I'm trying to describe what
That's
I'm
not
describing.
even there. Basically, that's not that don't even exist. So the thing that exists beyond no the compound word is things that you know or things that you tell yourself that you know.
There's the concept of questioning things and then understanding there's the essence to things. So me and Naga, regardless of what language we're using, eventually you catch on that I'm trying to say to you, you're seeing the effect. You're seeing a leaf move, but you don't see the air. You don't see Wi-Fi. You don't see the language I'm speaking. It doesn't matter what language. Now we're talking about the essence. This is the word. What's okay? Go ahead.
Never mind, man. We in different realms. Never mind. Forgive me.
Yo, hold on. Let Dom finish. Go ahead, Dom.
I was just saying that's where people play with the ideal of the word of God. You're under something. The word of God. You just don't see it. Those things up in the sky, those are images. But most people get caught up in the material. But even the words that we're using, we don't see it. We don't pick it up with the senses. You might hear it, but where does it exist? This is where people can play with the ideal of where does it exist, hence the seeker. But I get when people are talking about it, once we're using it afterthoughts in the spoken version. The written down part, it only entertains the hemispheres. The spoken part entertains other receivers in the vessel. Again, that once again, are you the vessel? Are you the thoughts? Once you realize you're not those things, then you can at least strip that away. I get the level that we're playing with right now. It's fun. It's entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
You know, we're entertaining ideals. Doesn't matter what language we're using. If not, then we're just going to sit across from each other and pick up a different language. We'll start doing sign language. We'll close our eyes. We'll start doing braille language. There's still languages
But
to
look,
to experience here. Go ahead, Naga.
just because you don't see colors don't mean that the colors don't exist. You're just colorblind, right? So the thing that we see, I mean, we don't see or can't see, don't mean that they don't exist. You might just be in a different world. You might be in a world of black and white where you only see black and white, right? Even though they are colors, but you're not able to see the colors in between because you can't see in between the lines. You can't read in between the lines, right?
Okay, so you're
So,
using a language now, regardless of it's English. Where do you see the word red? Where do you see the word black? Where do you see the word white? I'm saying it for the avatar. Now that's consciousness, thoughts, that's consciousness language. Now, where did you pick up the word red? Where do you see it? You're
so
going to
you mean
use
to
your,
tell me, so you mean to tell me you don't see the living words? For example,
we're
the
describing
li-
things. I'm telling you,
the living words red is right there in front of me. Your avatar is black and is red and black. That's
you're
the word.
associating at that point. You're
Oh, but
associating.
that's the word red. It's in front of me. It's true. It's right in my face. Nobody don't have to repeat the word or say it. I could
But
just
that's
look
not
at
the
it.
word. That's not the red. You're associating it with the color, with the word. The color with the word.
What?
And you can use 1,000 different alchemy languages to describe the same thing.
You can say
Oh,
rojo. You can say rojo. Rojo means red in Spanish.
Yeah, that's right. But you're not seeing the language. That's in the unknown. This is why
I'm
we're having a
seeing it,
spiritual.
man. Y'all not seeing it because, like I
Yes,
said,
you're with your
people don't have
senses.
people don't
You're
have to
seeing
speak
the
to me.
play on words. That's what you're saying, Ro. That's what I'm trying to get to convey to you.
No, I don't. I've seen the words in front of me, man. These
Okay,
words
you might
speak.
have. Okay,
The words speak. Even though we use the word to speak, it's because the word speaks for itself.
okay. So
So
Nega,
we're
you
using
actually
words to
have
No,
that
speak.
no,
gift.
no, no. It don't
Nega, you
work.
might actually have that. Sorry, second K. You might actually have that gift. No different. Some people can play instruments and see colors. I get it, but it's not just about you. This is being recorded. There's three people here. I don't think people realize how self-absorbed they are in these forms.
How
I
is it
get
not
it.
about me if you're telling me I can't see it?
Okay,
Or if you're telling me it's a play, if you're telling me
I'm talking
what
about
I think it
language.
is, but still you're saying
I
it's
was
not about
talking
me.
generally, and you made it all about you. Where I'm saying, do you see the color red? Now, if you say yes, Dom, okay, explain it. If you don't say no, a lot of people make association. If I
But
said
but
it
then
about
but
you,
then he didn't say he's seen the color. He's talking about he see the word. It,
No, yes, which is
okay,
the color? Which is the color?
okay.
That's what it is. The word is the
That's not
color.
what he, that's not what he asked you. He asked you, did you see the color? He didn't ask you, did you see
Did you
the
see the
word
word?
red?
Did you see the
Yeah,
He
did
word?
asked
you
me.
see the color?
He said, "Do you see the color red?" And I said, "Yes."
No, you said yes. I see the word.
Yeah, the
I said,
word.
"Yes." I literally point out the color red in front of me
Okay,
that
but
I
do you,
see.
okay, where do you see the word red written on that thing that you
Yeah,
call
yeah.
red?
What do you see the word red? That's what I
You're
want.
describing that thing.
It's written. It's right in my face.
Okay.
What you mean
Okay.
where? It's in my face. I'm looking at it.
Okay. So you see the word red in your head.
In my face. It's
Okay.
literally in my
Okay.
face.
Okay. Okay. You might have that ability. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there.
Oh, oh, oh. Thank God, don't ask me, please. Lord,
That's tempting now.
I'm going. It's the same answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to laugh like that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh like that. Man, this has been a very fascinating show. I'll tell you that.
Hey,
So
it's a special one. It's a special ad show.
Yeah, it sure is, man. Y'all, I don't know if y'all trying to use etymology or what, but
That's
so
stupid.
oh man,
okay, I'll use myself as the example. I will see something. I'll call it a redwood tree in a forest. I don't see none of those words, but I'm experiencing thoughts. The physical is just a linear experience. I could say I see redwood tree in a forest with green grass, with a deer in there. All those words for me are words that I experience in thoughts, but the object is all linear. So now I could speak it in Latin. I could, let's say if I learn, yeah.
man,
Yeah,
go get the
he
go get the
probably got
knife,
a
man.
go
Go get
ahead,
the
knowledge.
nah. That nigga think he gonna come outside. Go get the knife. Nah, I got my mic muted.
No, wifey gotta, is certain time. Wifey gonna ask you certain question. You probably gonna have to cater to a wifey for assistance or something, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, guys, I do have to go. My wife reminded me that I have to go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning. So just chasing fiat currency. So I do apologize, guys. It has been enjoyable. Thank you, guys. And sorry for cutting it short.
Yo, we appreciate you too, man. Thank you
Thanks,
for coming
Kay.
by.
Thanks, Naga. Thanks. And again, enjoy, you guys.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
wait, just look.
Yo, Dom, appreciate you. Come back again. Yo, this has been a very fascinating show, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yo, you too, Yahweh, man. I appreciate you, man, coming up, bro.
Oh yeah, this is where you literally get what you ask for,
I get what I
right?
asked for. Damn right. You ain't lying, man. This has been a very fascinating show. Very fascinating.
Yeah, man, that was great, man. I think I don't know, but I think I know, or I feel like that was great that Don was able to come to an understanding with the brother and think that okay, he ain't just talking just to talk,
Okay,
but he's telling the truth, right?
yeah. You just gotta see how he's making sense with what he's saying. I get it. I understand it.
Yeah, I like the word comprehend better than understanding. You feel me? Because I don't like to be staying under nothing. You feel me? I probably
Well,
let-
see. That's, I don't look at the word like that. I get understand, which means I get where you're coming from. I
Yeah, I
can
get you.
I can follow what you're saying and make sense of it. When I say understand, that's what I mean. I'm not saying standing under nobody. That's not what I mean when I say that. But I mean, but I
Of
get you.
course, I don't know what you mean. You will have to let me know what you mean, but I know what I mean by that when I say that, when I
But
use
if
the
you
word.
wasn't looking at understanding, like you didn't always have an idea of understanding or overstanding. That came to you later in life. Originally, you knew.
No, I came with it always that way. That's why earlier I said that, man. I wish I was special ed. I don't know what made me thought that I comprehend what people was telling me or talked about. So I act like I'm grown, like I understand what's being said in the world, right? I'm act like I know shit, but really, I don't know. I have no clue, right? That I got myself into some foolish, train of thought or some or in a foolish world. So I came
I
in the
wouldn't
world knowing
necessarily.
everything I needed to know.
I wouldn't call it foolish. I mean, but like I said, everybody's sentiment is different. But I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That I understand. I can only speak for myself. This is why all the time me and Dom, we kind of go back and forth because he's constantly speaking, for everybody, right? When I'm speaking for myself in a general sense, even though I'm speaking for myself, I mean, in a general sense, but I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for you, for Yahweh, for Dominic, for whoever in the chat. I'm just speaking for myself in a general way. That's just me being a general.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, and if people ask me, to explain myself, I explain myself. You feel me? I'll be a soldier. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm gonna express myself, in general. But it's just me. It's my
That's what
expression.
you're supposed to do, man. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right. So I'm not out here being, the overall expression for everybody that, we all have to follow that way. You have to express yourself that way.
Yeah.
So I,
But then when you say something that's out of the ordinary, you gotta give some clarity to the cadence of what you're saying, so other people can get where you're coming from. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I just said. If somebody asks me to explain myself, I explain myself. But don't think I'm going to speak for you or speak for anybody else. That's why I say sometimes me and Dominic go back and forth because he tend to think that I'm making things about me when I'm really like I'm trying. I'm really talking about me. This is my honest opinion. I can only be truthful about me. I can't tell the truth for you, somebody else, or be, the truth teller for somebody else. I can only tell my own truth.
Hey, we don't know what somebody else knows.
Yeah. I don't know what you know. I know what I know.
That's what I'm saying. They go around making people match goldfish with their brain.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hmm.
But sometimes people,
it's slave trading too.
when they do say stuff a certain way, it can be a bit arduous for people to comprehend or get where you're coming from. And when things become arduous, that's where it's like, this dude talking
But you
crazy.
don't even want to argue with though. Like I don't know you. I don't know how to cater your brain. I don't want to.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I feel like if you talking with people, bro, you gotta get them to
You-
comprehend what you're saying and where you're coming from.
I don't have to listen, bro.
I
It's
mean, if you
because
want somebody,
it's,
I
it's
feel like
because
you do, bro. I mean,
no,
because
it's
what's the
because
point of talking to the person? You get what I'm
you don't
saying?
use you don't use the book, so you ain't gonna. I need a translator, man. I don't read
Listen.
no. I don't want nothing to do with catering no man's mind, bro. I don't
No,
want
I didn't
nothing to
say
do with
cater.
it.
I said if you're talking, you're in converse. You want a
Educate, educatering, education. Listen, I'm a retard.
come on, y'all. Well, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Stop playing with me,
No,
bro. Come on now.
no, I'm not playing with you. I'm not. I don't know how to
Well, you know
explain
what
it.
I mean. Like if somebody can't get where you're coming from,
Which is cater,
you got to be able to
which is
break it down to them till you will say, "Oh, now you get
which
it.
is
Now you see
cater,
what I'm saying." Yeah, that's
which
what
is
I'm
cater.
saying.
To me, you're saying cater their mind. Cater to their mind.
But then you trying to make it arduous for them to comprehend where you're coming from, bro.
No, I'm not. It's you making it arduous.
No, I said you're making it arduous if you don't want to
That's
explain to them.
goldfish your mind. I don't want to goldfish. I don't want to goldfish your mind. Don't understand me. You only understand God.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think what you're saying, knowledge is that if somebody didn't get what you're saying or comprehend it, you have to be able to explain, right?
Yes, that's what I'm
And
saying.
right, and uh uh that's not making you understand me. You know what I'm saying? Or comprehend me. You know, it allow you to comprehend what I'm saying. It's not me making you doing it.
Yeah,
I'm not making
and
you
that's
do
what
nothing.
I'm trying to get Yahweh to understand. It's not
I don't
heavy.
want to understand this,
It's
bro.
helping them. It's helping them uh
Bro,
comprehend what you're talking about.
you don't
Yeah,
want to
but he
comprehend
letting you
me.
know from the jump that he don't wanna make you understand or comprehend or do nothing. You should be able to do that on your own. So now he don't not saying that he don't having a problem explaining himself, right? But he don't wanna have to make you do things.
Well, not explaining himself, explaining what he's saying if people can't
I
get it.
don't want you to. I don't want you to understand me, right? Because I'm talking English, right? Okay, under is stand, is bow to. I don't want you to bow to me. I don't want you to understand me.
Yeah, that's the reason why I say
I
I
don't
like
know. Y'all,
understanding that.
you might
I
want
like
to look up what you're talking, bro. Like you
that's
want
the
to
reason
look at what
why I say I
you're
like comprehend better. That's the reason why I say I like comprehend better, because I'm telling myself what
Yeah,
understanding is.
make it easier to where you can explain so people can comprehend your sentiments.
Well, I can, but when you looking for understanding, see. You might want to look at what you're talking. It's how you talk to me, right? Like I'm telling
Yeah,
myself what you're saying. Like,
exactly. Because he telling when you say some shit, he telling himself, okay, whoa, you saying this, you saying that you want to stand under me, or you want me to stand under you. Both of us
yeah,
should be standing under God. We ain't know where we should be standing under each other or understanding each other. So because he understand that when he hear some shit, he tell himself what he hears, right? And what he accept and what he don't accept, what is true for him and what is a lie. So again, this is the same approach he take in a conversation. Like he don't want to be able, he don't want to. That's why he say he don't want you to understand, and he wants you to know that you're telling yourself what you hear. He's not telling you what to hear and what not to hear because he's not in your mind or controlling your mind. You're all
yeah.
you're the only
I
one
will,
in your mind
I will
knowing
stick the
what you hear.
hand properly, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I like it. I get it." Like, and I don't want to do it. I don't.
Hmm.
I don't want to properly insert dictionary in none of you.
Mm. Mind fucking.
Whatever. Like, the world is
Hey
is
man,
nice means stupid. Nice means stupid, man.
I agree.
You
Nice
gotta go.
definitely means stupid. You feel me? Regular
You gotta
English.
go look at what you're talking, man.
Exactly. That's what kind of way I was going, man. With the especially with the civilized thing. You feel me? Regular English, civilized mean advanced or educated. You feel me? And
It's not.
say that again.
Mm. A C is a G, man. Nice mean ignorance, and they found a way to say nice to you anyway. Whatever, y'all.
Hey,
Whatever.
nice job. Nice job. Good job.
Yeah. Man, you can't tell people they're not stupid, man. Nicer. Man, you can't tell people. You can't.
Hey, why
I
this
got to
future?
laugh sometimes because I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like nah, man. Like I'm
I
for
was
real, man.
just about to say that. I
Just
was
go
just
look
about
at
to say that. What did Future said? Future said, "Man, it's a crazy world we're living in." You know?
look at them.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You
It's
can't
crazy.
tell them. You can't tell them, bro. You can't tell them. They wondering why life is so nice.
Mm,
Why things so nice around here? Cause you asking for it. You wanted a black man's world. Man, you can't
evil world.
people that. You
You're
can't.
in a
Yeah,
black.
you can't.
You're in a black man world. You're in an evil world. Hey, he
You
said
can't
that.
tell
He
them
said
nothing.
it's an evil world we're living in. He said both of them. He said a crazy world and an evil world. An evil world is a crazy world. Uh uh
Why?
uh.
Why would you stand beside it? Oh, Malcolm X, bro. People bring him up a lot, bro. What about what he was talking about? Black mean, dirty, unclean, evil, no life.
Mm.
So the people claim, bro, whatever, man.
Hey, what's going on
They
with
claim,
Nanda? He just got kicked out. Kicked off of his own stream. Man, stream y'all be tripping.
oh, his phone could have went dead or something. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's hard to tell people that they understand how to spell. Man, all these rap artists and stuff, I'm like, bro, they ain't caught on yet. They still.
This is why I be bringing up these videos, man, from fucking 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, from 2017, 8 years ago. I be bringing these videos back, man, because 9 years ago, because like we were talking about these things back then. We should be able to know this thing by now, and you know, and comprehend what's going on. You feel me?
Can you
But
can you hear
yeah, you
The,
back.
Okay,
the
cool.
road is broad, man.
But yeah, this is why I be going and look for these videos because people might think that I'm just on something new. I'm on something brand new. You feel me? When we I'm saying the same shit, the same old shit, just a different way. I just have a different way of saying it and a more uh uh effective way or effective way of saying things. You feel me? I develop my own speech, my own way. But I'm
This
not
is
saying something new.
domestication, man. This is domestication.
Agree. Same old shit. This is slavery. Finest.
Yeah, but you just want to be that. Like,
And this is how you know the world is foolish because we love being a slave. You feel me? Motherfucker, we be happy as hell going to work. We be
yeah,
happy as hell.
like I said earlier, they be like, my bond paid. Don't time my bond. Like you don't pay my bonds. Like my
Hey,
my bondage is paid. My bondage paid up. Like we
mm,
we talking about paying bondage. This is Egypt,
mm,
where everyone get gypped. Everyone's gypped. E for everyone. Where everyone get gypped in Egypt. Bondage. You know the mind bend over and the woman whoop 'em, the flesh. Yeah, because you left your wife, right?
mm.
'Cause
He said the mind bent over and the man bent over and the woman whipped him.
The
God
flesh.
damn. Ain't that the truth? Eh?
Yeah,
Ain't that the
that,
truth? Your
it's in the
body
truth.
is
Yeah,
telling
'cause
you
the
your
spirit will
body,
war against the flesh, and the flesh will war against the spirit.
man.
I'm a witness, man. Man, this stuff is magic. This is domestication, man.
Hey, Coppertone said that too before he left. He was talking about that. This is some
Yeah,
deep ass
chickens
witchcraft.
talking chicken, right? The chickens talking like us. They in there talking slang chicken. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like the real chickens though. Like if we can, they talking slang chicken.
And it's a magic call, bro. It's a magic call. Magical.
Yeah, man. How they try to get you to reject the truth, the one
Right?
known as
This shit is in your face, bro. This shit is in your face, and motherfucker, bro.
it was in
People,
your face then when you turned away, or if you did, and it's still in your face now.
man, listen, man. I know what I'm for. I know what I hear, and I know what I'm saying. You know, and I know I'm the only one. I know that for sure.
That's yeah. So who else would it be but the only one?
And it's crazy because it's crazy because people will try to uh make you unsee what they can't see, or make you unhear, unheard what they can't hear. You know, because people don't can't hear God speaking to them, and people want you to stop or to unhear God when He speaks to you. You know, it's like, man, if you're driving, or you're telling me you're driving, or you're traveling, you know, I can't
Mhm.
stop you from doing it. I can only try to figure out, okay, how the fuck, if you're driving now, explain to me how are you driving. You feel me? If you're traveling, explain to me how you're traveling, and maybe I'll eventually learn how to drive myself or travel myself. But by having you denying what you're a witness of, how does that help me? Because you already know it. You feel me? You know what you know, and I don't know what you know until I know it, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be you at what you know.
Yeah, until I know it. Once I know it, I know what I know, right? I still
Yeah,
don't know what you know. I just know what I know.
yeah.
I know that I
And
know.
everyone false witnessing,
Man,
like literal, like false witnessing each other's lives, and what anyone is saying it if you ain't witnessing.
shout out to Lady Shay. She, over here.
But you see your true life. That's all there is to see.
She's over here with us, tapped in with us. But yeah, bro, definitely agree, man.
Ask
Man,
from the like, so that you can see.
only those who have eyes to see will be able to see, and those who have ears to hear will be able
Okay,
to hear.
go back to your first love. Go back to love. That's the only way. Why would whatever it is set out to break everyone's heart? I mean, it's so
Hmm.
easy to see it, man. Like
Like, dang, that's obvious, huh? Like, yeah. So
And
it's trying to
first
keep
time
from love. Yeah.
I done broke my heart many times. First time I broke my heart, you know, was believing in my dad and my mama when, they showed me, that, I should believe in education, right?
Hmm.
That's the first time I broke my heart. The second time, you know, is when I realized that, uh, I should have never listened to them in the first place by,
Hmm. You
uh,
know the best.
trying to be educated, you know. And the third time, you know, is me going to church thinking that God was there. You feel me?
Hmm.
I
Well,
went to church thinking that God was in the church, not knowing God was with me all the whole time. Wherever I go, He was with me. I couldn't,
literally,
yeah, I couldn't see God. I thought I had to go to the church to find Him.
who else would it be?
Man, so yeah, man, I definitely got my heart broke many times. I broke my own heart, and every one of them, was
I think so is when you mend your heart being mended
hmm,
when you realizing he was always with
hell yeah,
you. Uh-huh. Well, I gotta get you though. It kind of break your worldly heart, I guess. Like, oh
yeah,
man. Like,
yeah. It break my heart, because I felt disappointed. It's like uh looking for something that was right there with you would get you disappointed, man. And we like feel like, damn, I don't overlooked you the whole time. I try to, stand
sleep.
over you the whole time when you really down with me. It's kind of like having a good woman on your side. You feel me? And the whole time you over here looking for a good woman, but you have one. You feel me? And
Yep. Exactly.
yeah, and once you realize that, this is disappointed, all the thing that you done did to her in the
Yeah.
name of finding a good woman, not knowing that she is that good woman. That kind
Yeah.
of that with God is like it's disappointed because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going around, taking a tour, going into and fro in the world, trying to find him the whole time he's with me.
Truth looking for truth.
Hell yeah.
Language throw us off, I guess. Like you find out you call truth, so you start looking for yourself. you
Yeah.
already, you already, if I can say it